And that's when I said, "There's a horse in the lobby."
Tyler, you make my shoulders bounce.
That's a knee slapper. Oh, I didn't see you.
Oh shit.
Oh,
wait, what?
We didn't see you there.
Oh,
Welcome to the Christmas party.
Welcome.
the second annual ever Jowp Christmas gathering, I suppose.
I suppose one would call it that. Yes.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
True, true, true. How are you, young gentlemen, this fine evening?
My toes are cold.
Put some shoes on then. Over your toes cold. You want Deven to suck them or
Anyway,
something?
show your feet to the camera real
No.
quick.
Take them off and
No.
start.
Just show them how cold your
Let's
feet
not do that.
Show them just how cold your feet are.
Jose has this talent that he like can suck his own toes, but he only ever does it when no one's around. It's weird.
What?
Yeah.
Can't you clap your feet like a monkey? You be like,
Can anyone do that?
No.
No.
It takes a special talent.
no, that's not an ability people possess.
You guys can't do that.
No.
But you can apparently.
You can.
Do it for us real quick. Go.
No. No.
You wearing your Christmas hat, Jose?
Yeah,
I'm wearing it.
Okay.
I'm festive.
Are you? Do you like the Christmas time? Is Christmas something that y'all celebrate? Or do y'all just is it just another day for y'all? Do you
It's just another day for me, yeah.
Maybe when I was a child, I'd be like, yeah, Christmas. But nowadays, it's aight.
Some might.
It's aight.
Is that because like you live like by yourself now, or?
I don't live by myself. Yes, I do. I lied.
You do?
Yeah.
You do?
No one else lives with you?
No one.
No.
It's really just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
So
I
it
have
gets,
the
it,
same
gets, it
thing.
gets pretty dark.
Mhm.
You know, it's kind of whatever. I've been playing God of War, so that's nice. That's keeping me company.
That's Christmas enough, I guess.
What God of War?
It's like snow and stuff.
It
Kratos
is-
has white and red.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's,
Santa
like, it's like
colors.
snowing and there's trees.
And it's,
Yeah?
it's Fimble winter there.
Yeah.
Winter.
For a time, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all think Kratos is beating up Santa Claus?
I think it depends.
I don't see why
'cause
not.
Comp Kratos could, or Comp Santa could go crazy.
Yeah,
How
he's
could that as
Santa?
insane?
Yeah.
Isn't there only one Santa?
No.
No, there's different stories though. So
What
it's
the
like Comp
fuck?
Santa. He's
Like-
also like considered nigh omniscient and omnipotent, and he has like pretty fast speed.
My favorite form of Santa is like when he's the All-Father. When he's
Oh,
basically just
Odin?
Odin. Yeah,
When
yeah.
does that happen?
It's in Marvel.
Yeah, there's also what comic was it where like Santa sneaks in? Was it Darkseid? And he always gives him a lump of coal every year.
Yeah.
And Darkseid just like can't stop him.
He's
Like, no
like,
matter what he
"Ah."
does, and Santa's like, "Here's your coal."
He's like, you can't get away with it.
You get away with
He's
it.
got menace. He's like, no.
Santa's like out doing Darkseid. Yeah.
Well, while we have you here, Jose, for the Christmas special, you wanna before we get into anything else, would you wanna get into that one poll we made with the who better, you or Eduardo?
Sure.
I can't see you, Gabe, but I am down.
So, what are you thinking about this, Jose? How badly do you think you're gonna win or lose?
You know, to be honest, I think my performance across the season this season has been the personification of quality over quantity.
True, I
I
agree.
mean,
I agree.
You're a pretty strong player. Like, you're a pretty good asset to the team, Jose.
You know, it's all that
And
really matters.
overall, I think you put up good numbers
Hey, audience.
for our team.
How you doing?
I want to say Jose about 10 points over Eduardo.
10 points over
At
Eduardo?
least.
That's a
I
lot.
saw Gabe's face. I'm kind of worried to see these results.
I did just open it. It is something.
Shocking?
I didn't
It's
expect.
shocking?
Yeah.
I still stick with my guns.
You think I didn't expect Jose to win by 10?
I'm sticking with my guns.
All right. Jose, what do you got here?
What do you mean? What do I got?
What's the layout here? What are you thinking?
What do you mean?
You think you're rinsing? What's the score? What are you thinking? You have 22 votes. What do you think?
22
What's
votes.
the Jose over under?
Yeah, over under.
So that means since there's 22 votes, you think 10. So you think I can't do math.
I'm thinking it's 12-10.
It could be like
Oh, you think it's like
12-2.
I'm thinking it's 12.
12-2?
It's
Yeah.
12-10
Yeah, that
works,
in
yeah.
Eduardo's favor.
okay?
12-10.
Eduardo's favor.
Okay. What do you think in Deven?
Well, I guess no, because it's 22 votes.
That's 22.
I'm thinking about mine.
Yeah.
I mean, as best.
It has to be 20 to 2.
16-6.
Oh, 16-6. Yeah, that works.
And then like any derivative above that.
Okay.
As long as Jose wins by at least 10.
Fuck it. Especially Josh about Eduardo. I think there are some people that like Eduardo. So maybe Eduardo won. I'm guessing 22 votes. So I'm thinking Eduardo might have 16. Oh wait, no. I think Eduardo might have 11.
That's like half.
So they're both tying.
Yeah. Maybe it's a tie. I know, maybe 50-50.
I don't know.
Well, here, Jose, look at this. Here.
Dog.
I can't see. My peripheral's blocked. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is it a wash?
Oh my god.
Is it a
One
wash?
could call it a wash, but for the first time in history, we have a tie in the poll. Eduardo and Jose 11-11 across the board. A 50-50 poll.
My
Eduardo's family really pulled up for that one, huh?
Yeah.
They showed up for that poll.
My intuition never lets me down.
So you guys let us know you don't hate Eduardo. Deven was wrong this whole time. You're just letting us know Deven was capping.
And every time you be like, I hate that dude. Like they're like,
I literally said there.
write that down.
And I'm pretty sure you showed out and voted for Eduardo. You told me that. You said I voted for
I
Eduardo.
voted for Jose.
That's
But after
crazy.
the episode, he was like, I voted for Eduardo. But I'm gonna say
He's like,
I
I'm
voted for
capping the
Jose.
podcast.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That is funny though. Thinking like if I didn't vote for that, Eduardo would have won. I like knowing that. Like, if I didn't vote for you,
To be
Jose,
fair, I voted for Eduardo. So I could have just not voted as
Yeah.
well.
Oh my god.
I voted for Eduardo because I thought he was gonna get no votes. So I was like, let me help him out.
I voted for Jose because like I prefer Jose. But it's funny. I always thought like maybe I always thought there might be like a small, not a vocal minority that do like Eduardo since he's
It's a silent majority.
it's not a majority. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
He's part of the original group, so
It's not really a majority. So was Jose though. It's
Yeah,
not really
true.
the majority. It's just like
I said-
it's a silent 50-50, I guess.
I
It's
said
a toss-up.
minority.
So the original trio of like Eduardo, Jose, and Gabe, they like Jose and Eduardo equally, and just me more.
I guess.
Valid.
Well,
That makes sense. Yeah.
but the people who really like dislike Eduardo, y'all make it known. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think has anyone ever
They
dogged on
make it-
Eduardo?
Huh?
Has anyone ever verbally dogged on Eduardo except that one time in the award show? I don't think anyone's ever said anything about him.
That was
People
a good
just
one,
kind
though.
of stay. People just kind of stay quiet about Eduardo.
That was funny because two of them like, Eduardo sucks.
We just gotta jump to the conclusions that they don't like Eduardo, but they never really said
Dude,
that.
Because they were like, did they say something like, look at the episodes he's not on is like low-key heat. I like it.
yeah. And every time we have a poll or like every time we have an episode where like a sweet recipe, people just stop watching.
Yeah, but that's just because his taste is bad.
Yeah, maybe it's just got bad.
Maybe
taste.
they're fine with Eduardo when he's like talking on like hypothetical like Blood God. They're like, oh yeah,
That's
Eduardo's
what-
true.
That's what I always thought. I just thought Eduardo had awful takes, but like people still like liked him.
I just thought Eduardo was like an awful person, but people could still
That's crazy.
tolerate him.
Yeah. Like we guess we'll listen to him.
50-50. That's pretty cool.
I thought, yeah.
Are those Rick and Morty pajamas, Devin?
Yeah, I bought this 3 years ago.
I just noticed that. Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
3 years ago.
They cost me about $30.
Fucking hell, man!
I got them at a GameStop.
You should have gone up a size.
This is 3 years ago, Jose. I've grown since 3 years ago.
You've grown since 3 years ago.
Inches? Those things go to your shins. You growing 3
I don't know
inches?
where you think my shins are, okay, but
What is
they're out
this?
there.
That's your shin.
Right here?
Yes, that's your shin, Devin.
I want to let it
Your
know.
shin is the front part of your leg.
I didn't know what the shin was till just now.
Bro,
I didn't know what the shin was.
I guess halfway down your shin,
Is it halfway?
which is even worse.
I mean, I'm a growing boy. So,
You've grown since 3 years.
do you not grow, Jose?
I don't think so.
Nah, I'm pretty much been the same height the whole time.
I think so.
I've gotten fatter, but I haven't gotten like taller.
I've gotten taller.
I wish I got taller.
Yeah, it used to be 4'11".
You have gotten taller, Tyler. What do you need?
Cause it used to be a bit shorter. Like, look at the video of you in Barnes and Noble compared to now.
Used to be like 4'7", right?
Yeah, you used to be full small, Tyler.
And now I'm 4'8".
Don't say that.
You say that, they're gonna believe you. No, they won't.
No,
I have faith
I'm,
in you. You guys are smarter than that.
Yeah, I'm definitely like 424. Yeah,
424.
That's not true.
give or take.
I just had to do the math real quick. I was like,
Do you want me to like? You want me to like scale myself up to 6 foot?
How tall do you think you are, Jose?
like,
Think or no?
like slouching, like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, you're 5'9".
Not slouching, like 5'10", 5'11".
No.
No?
You're like non-slouching. You're like 5'10" at best. You're not no 5'11". You wish.
Jeez, okay.
Damn.
You wish you were 5'11".
Yeah,
You wish you
because for
were
the longest
him.
time I thought you were the same height as me, and then you stood up straight. I'm like, oh,
Nah, you're just short.
Yeah, I was just holding
I'm
back.
short, bro.
Was that a
Because I'm 5'10". I was like, oh, dang, Jose, me and you are the same height. You're like, no, I'm not watching this. What the? You popped it back. You're like, you're a fucking transformer. I was like, oh my god.
This is even my final form.
Some Eldritch Beach. You're like, I was like, oh god. You just kept going.
Do you want to get into the our present, I guess, in a sense, for ourselves from the viewers here?
Sure.
Because I remember, I believe this was episode 53 where we made this poll, the best episodes poll. Pretty sure it was 53. At the very beginning of the season, you guys have a long time to vote for this one. It's the best episodes poll. We just went 1 through 10. You voted the best episode 1 through 10, 11 through 20, and so forth, all the way down. So the true best episode as well, and then we best episode titles. So I want to get into this one. Do you have any? Want to go? As we go through each one, give our predictions here.
Sure.
I'll remind you of the names because I'd assume you guys don't remember.
Ask me if I ever even remember these older episodes.
Yeah. Jose, you're on a lot of these, so you should know.
I don't remember.
But you do. All right, so for best episode 1 through 10, we have obviously the intro, first episode, Here's to New Beginnings.
Yep.
Episode 2, Our Gaming Childhood. Episode 3, The Dream Episode. Episode 4, What Are We Doing Here? Episode 5, The FBI Is Watching Us. Episode 6, Eduardo Has Horrible Food Takes. Episode 7, What's New Gen and Old Gen. Episode 8, Eduardo Keeps Crying. Episode 9, Eduardo's Fake. Episode 10, Sit Down with a Lizard. So what do we got here?
My favorite episode I love a bunch was the FBI episode.
Those titles are crazy.
So, just something about the FBI episode, it felt like an actual like podcast. I don't know, because y'all kept talking, y'all had like a running like bit, and y'all carried it throughout the whole episode. So that was pretty funny.
FBI was fun, but I think like Liz's episode took that one.
It probably did.
Just because it's like different from what we had.
She's got a nice voice.
Yeah, I wonder
Were you one of the Sims that voted for her today?
Yeah. I didn't even know there was a poll going on. No.
She got
a nice voice, but
I'm one of them.
You know that like Darwin meme where he like takes the picture and he like licks it, like, she will be mine.
Yeah,
She don't do that.
don't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this clip to Liz real quick.
If the world's against her, then I'm
Against the world.
If she has no fans,
I'm dead.
I'm just giving my 2 cents on what I think.
She has a really nice voice.
She's a really nice voice.
I mean,
I liked Eduardo's fake episode as well too. That was Tyler's first guest episode, and we just talked about the story about how Eduardo ditched him back when they were in school
On the bus, yeah.
yeah, that was fun.
I don't really remember much about these earlier episodes. This is so long ago for me.
that was
I
like
just
2
remember the
years
It's like a
ago.
year and a half ago at this point.
Yeah, I just remember the dream episode and what are we doing here? Anything atrocious.
Actually, I like the dream episode. Now I think like
Was
the
it
dream
dream?
episode we talked about dreams. I like that one. That was not too bad. I don't think.
I still think Liz.
I also like
best
episode 1 a little bit.
Do
It's
you?
a classic.
At
I
points.
think it is a classic.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, like with the first like 3 or 4 episodes, Eduardo was just so over the top. Like right,
It
he was
was-
just
So
he
more
wanted
like,
the
I wanna-
attention. He wanted
yeah.
everything. Like he would interrupt people. He would do his own thing, which just became a theme with Eduardo. You know.
It was pretty Eduardo heavy, but I think in recent years he's learned to go all back. But
Yeah,
he's
but just like
seen
looking back at
years.
the first episodes, he's definitely. I can't think of the like over commanding. I guess like he
Yeah.
wants everything.
All right. Well, for this one, we have a pretty close here between first and second, and third place is a little right there too. We'll just start from bottom up here. Third place was episode 1 with 7 votes,
Makes sense.
19%. And second place was Liz's episode with 10 votes, 27.8%.
Okay.
And Eduardo's Fake did win this one.
That's
Really?
crazy.
The Tyler
Okay.
first episode and 30%. You accept your award,
I
Tyler?
mean, I
Do we have an
accept one of
award?
the awards.
There's
yeah.
no award though.
Thank you, but no, I mean I'm happy I won, I guess, because that was a fun episode, just like talking about really any episode that where we could like kind of reminisce on things that happened in the past.
Trips
Those
down
are
memory lane
trips
as
down
well?
memory lane, for example, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
any kind of episode like that where we kind of just talk about things that happened to our past. It's really fun to kind of go through that, experience that again. And obviously, I told you I wanted to tell that story, and I remember like you segueing into it. You're just like, "Yeah, Tyler, you had a story, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got a story."
I got the story all right.
Because when we started the podcast around the time, you were like, when I'm a guest, Gabe, there's a story I gotta tell.
I gotta talk about Eduardo being fake. Because I hated how like Eduardo was like playing up himself for the podcast. He's like, yeah, I'm like a cool guy.
You gotta knock him down.
I gotta knock him down a peg, right?
Is that what he was
But
doing?
I don't think
I
anyone
do
would
think
believe
Liz,
Eduardo was cool.
No, but like he had this like aura around him. Like he wanted to put up this face, like I'm a cool guy.
I'm the guy.
And that's why like the whole thing of like Eduardo lied for the podcast started because like, he wanted to lie to make himself seem cool, right? So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna down a peg. He was a bitch.
So you could say if it wasn't for Tyler, maybe Eduardo would have won Best Chad.
It might have won. He might have won Best Chad.
Is there an alternate timeline where Tyler doesn't show up?
Timeline, like Deven wins Biggest Clown, Eduardo wins Big Chad.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Why is Deven winning Biggest
Because
Clown?
he got second place.
God damn, Deven.
I didn't get second place.
Honestly, Eduardo could have won both.
I was going to say Gabe got third place by like 1 vote. I'm just saying. He could have easily been there too.
But who went second place? Was it me or you, Deven?
Okay.
Yeah, what I thought.
It could have easily been you, dog.
But it wasn't, though.
It could have. It could have been easily you.
Does that mean I
Could've,
wasn't
but it
top
wasn't.
3 for Biggest Clown?
No, you were not.
No,
That's
you were top 3
crazy.
for Biggest Chad though.
No, I was.
Hey.
No, I was. It was.
Nah.
It was Gabe, Zion, me.
No, it was Gabe Zenon, Jose, you.
You can look it up, Gabe. It's not true.
We can go back.
That's semantics.
We can
Either
do
way.
it.
Oh, semantics.
I was
Yeah.
saying like I'll take the dub, but it's like I do think
I
she
know it.
won that one.
God damn.
Damn, she like leapt.
Could it be some residue Tyler bias maybe?
Maybe.
Or is it
I think
actually a
it
good
could be.
episode?
It could be.
Resident?
Yeah. I think Liz's episode was all in all better as a guest episode
She's got a
because
nice
mine.
voice.
I remember like recording it and I was like, I guess it was the first episode I was on, but I was like, this feels weird, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Liz, the conversation kind of flowed.
Yeah, it was pretty natural.
She kind of knew what she was doing. She's been here before.
Yeah. I am sad though. I really like the FBI episode.
Oh well.
Let's see. I'm gonna see how many votes that one got.
The
Was it?
people
It was
have
fourth
spoken.
with 4 votes.
Okay,
So-
that's pretty cool.
And the only other one to get votes was your episode, Deven, with Eduardo was horrible food takes. Also had 4 votes.
Oh
But
yeah,
no
I
one else
forgot I
got
wasn't
votes
in the
aside from
first
that.
10 episodes. I didn't realize I was a part
Yeah,
of
but
that.
then you're not in this next set. Oh no, you are. I remember your gap was like 6 to 20.
God damn.
I remember that.
Yeah. All right. Well, next set here we got 11 through 20 here.
I already know
So
my goat.
episode 11, I love this one. Jose equals beta. Love that one.
That's a good one.
Episode 12, this or that. Episode 13, Sonic plus books equals club.
That one was so bad.
Episode 14, the boys expose him. Episode 15, Last Man on Earth.
Oh, the good
Episode
one.
16, Jose's a boomer.
Yeah.
Episode 17, New Year, New Problems.
True.
Episode 18, Living with Superheroes.
My goat, baby.
Episode 19, Eduardo was a lizard. Episode 20, Deven turned gay.
I forgot about that episode.
I'm just gonna say though, underrated here. I think episode 19 is an underrated episode that people sleep on.
Which one's that?
Eduardo was a lizard.
I don't really
I
remember.
really liked that episode.
I don't remember
man.
that one.
What happened there?
Well, yeah, what was that one about?
We were talking about Mark Zuckerberg, and we were like, "Yeah, that dude's a lizard." And Eduardo was like, "I don't get it. What makes Mark Zuckerberg a lizard?" We were like, "It looks like you're with him, aren't you, Eduardo?"
That makes you a lizard.
Even though it is underrated, you got some gems like Last Man on Earth.
This or that was
okay.
fun. I think Living with
Sonic plus
Superheroes
books
was
equals
good.
club.
What the hell
I
is
wouldn't say
that?
that.
What is that?
I wouldn't even say that's probably
What
the
is
best
that?
episode in that 10. I think the Living with Superheroes is just superior.
What is Sonic plus books? What is that?
We talked about Sonic and books
Equals
club
what the
because it's
fuck?
like the book club.
That was Eduardo's genius at
It's
work.
Eduardo's
there.
a genius. Eduardo's like, let me cook for this title.
Eduardo's like, hold on, let me cook.
Let me cook. And Gabe's like, I'll take your trust. And then Eduardo's like, bad. So,
Equals club? What the fuck is
That was
club?
what Eduardo was cooking.
no, because like I said, we should call it like book club or something. Because the last like 30 minutes we're talking about books or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we should call it book club. And I was like, we talked about Sonic because Eduardo wanted to talk about Sonic so bad. Like he couldn't keep Sonic's name out of his mouth, right? So then we talked about Sonic, and he's like, yeah,
Sonic
Sonic
fan.
plus book equals club. Mr.
Club
Goat.
He's like, I ate, bro.
equals club?
I don't know. That's Eduardo's mind. I don't want to delve into how his mind works.
Yeah.
I also like the boys exposed him. I had fun on that episode as well.
Oh yeah, did you?
Who's him?
Oh, Deven.
Yeah. I knew. The second you said it, like I knew exactly who him is. I remember being in my car listening to this episode.
I remember 'cause when I titled this episode, this was me. This is a me title episode. I titled this episode. I was like, because originally Eduardo was like, the boys exposed Deven. I was like, nah, I don't want Deven to know it's about him until he watches the episode.
Devin saw that him, and his vision just starts like rotating, getting blurry. He's like,
I
him.
was on my lunch break listening to the episode. I was like, oh, who's they talking about? And I was like, what?
They're
Yes,
talking
exactly.
about me.
Yeah, I was eating my Subway sandwich. I was like, bruh. I think I texted the game immediately. I was like, dude, I did none of these things.
You did half those things.
That's good enough.
Yeah, it's good
It's good
enough.
enough. But yeah, all in all, I think I'd also have to go Living with Superheroes. It's just a classic.
It's a classic.
It's an
it was an
iconic
instant
one.
cult classic for that one.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That episode is honestly before its time.
It
that
was.
that an episode that could have
Hey,
came out in the 30s.
Let
in the
that
peak.
episode come out today.
Oh yeah,
It would be cooking.
It's
doing
cooking.
numbers.
It's cooking.
But no, I gotta rip Last Man on Earth. That's an
It
episode.
is a good episode.
That is
too.
one of my favorite
That's
hypotheticals.
that's the one.
Last
That's
Man.
like an episode I actually show to people and like an advertising. Yo, this episode, pretty good episode. You should watch
That's
it.
pretty much what we do.
That is pretty much what we do.
It's-
Sometimes
it's episode I
every
have
10
advertised.
episodes.
Is that the
we give
one
you
where Eduardo shoulder pressed Godzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, allegedly.
He was like,
And didn't you like go to like the catacombs?
Yeah.
yeah, you were so obsessed with the catacombs.
I want to go to the France catacombs. Yeah, I remember
Tyler,
that.
like the Warriors having this whole anime battle, and all these like, I want to go to the catacombs.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, Deven flies the fighter jet. And Deven was like, I cannot fly a jet.
Y'all said like, I cannot do that.
Like, yeah, Devin's in the Air Force, right? He can fly a jet. It's fine.
I've been in a jet. I can't fly one.
No, that episode was really fun too. I like that one. That one also you could even say is before
I could
its
see
time
that
as
one
well.
being a contender.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
like Last Man on Earth. That one.
Yeah, that's my good
This
one.
or that, I had a lot of fun with because it was just like it was different from what we had done previously. It was different in that like it was just random.
I do
right?
want to do another episode like that.
Oh
You
yeah,
definitely
for
could
sure.
this or that part 2 maybe at some point.
Yeah, it's an easy content machine.
Yeah.
You know.
As are a lot of things we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get into the winners here. We'll start with the top 3. Third place was episode 20, Deven Turns Gay.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a pretty funny episode.
That was gay.
And second place was Last Man on Earth,
Valid.
making first place Living with Superheroes.
Yeah, that was my goat for
With
sure.
a 44% turnout,
What was-
16 votes.
What was the superheroes one about?
It's
we
really
talked
if
about
we
we talked
mixed
about like
New York and Gotham.
Yeah, you mixed
together.
New York and Gotham together.
Oh,
and,
that
like,
one.
Well, we had to like live in like New
Yeah,
I
Gotham or whatever we
remember.
called
Yeah,
it.
I remember.
And then we had like the
Rent.
whole bit about like
yeah,
the
you were on
Riddler.
that episode,
You
weren't
were.
you?
And we had the whole
Yeah,
bit about
I'm
like the Riddler,
remembering.
like
Yeah, the Riddler
like,
being an incel.
being like an incel. He's like, come on,
He is an incel.
That was so, dude. I remember like my stomach started hurting so bad in that episode because I was laughing so hard. And then when I watched it, like I was at my apartment and I was just dying, dude. It was just so funny.
Yeah.
It was Brittany. It's like, come on, Brittany.
Come on, Brittany.
If I were to kill you, you'd be dead already, Brittany.
Who the fuck
It
is
was-
Brittany?
It was like
Just some arbitrary
It was just an
Wait a
arbitrary
minute.
woman.
I think I
Yeah.
remember Brittany.
Yeah.
I-
And he's like, go ahead and sit on this chair. Don't worry about the hole.
Fuck Brittany.
Don't worry about the whole.
Don't. I am surprised that Devin is gay. Got votes.
That was a fun episode.
It was a good episode.
No, I'm not saying.
I mean, I don't
Because,
remember
like,
what
you have to,
happened,
you have
but
to
I'm
also
pretty sure.
realize once we hit the 20s, we kind of hit our stride. in the
I'm not saying it
20s.
wasn't a good episode, but I was surprised it got votes.
Well, like I said, like the 20s is where we really hit our stride, though. I think.
Yeah.
So like, it would make sense that number 20 would be like the lead into that stride.
True. I remember that episode vividly.
And I'm not mad about any one of those could have won. I've been happy.
I think that's the episode where you had that one clip that was nominated for Out of Context. And also, I remember that episode because you were, I can't remember what, you were like, oh, because the reason you turned gay is because you said you fumbled.
No,
the
yeah, I
bag so
fumbled.
bad, yeah.
I can't not remember that episode. I fumbled so badly. I was like, I'm gay. Until I sleep with another girl, I'm gay.
That's cool.
I didn't fumble.
And I think we segued into JoJo with that.
That was like,
Yeah, because we were like, oh yeah, and we're all gay because we like JoJo.
Yeah, we're like cock.
Yeah, you weren't there for that one, Jose.
Okay.
yeah, Devin's like, I didn't fumble. I'm just gay.
I'm just
That
gay.
was,
there was no other explanation. I had to be
just
gay.
gay.
All right, our next batch here, 21 to 30. This is when Jose was out. This is when Jose's sick arc here.
Yeah, this one
Yeah,
I
that's
got
when I
sick.
replaced Jose.
So Jose's he's in a few of these, but like halfway through he gets replaced here. All right, episode 21. Jose will do anything for a cookie.
True.
Oh, that's a good one.
Episode 22. Deven sells certain services.
Yeah.
True.
Episode
Good
23. Multiversal battle royale. Episode
Before time.
24. Tyler trying to be a gamer.
Still trying.
Episode 25.
Still trying.
Jose is actually sick.
That's classic. Yeah.
Episode 26. Who's got the best gaming taste? The first 3x3
First 3x3
episode.
episode.
Ooh,
yeah.
the first.
Episode 27. Gabe wants to see the world burn. The Civil War
You're
episode.
crazy.
Episode 28. Gabe would be a misunderstood villain.
Facts.
Back to back.
Yeah, that's
That
Jowp
one-
X right
Jowp
there.
X, right, yeah. Told you 20s are heavy hitters.
Yeah, there are
20s are heavy hitters.
Episode 29. Our editor needs to do more.
Which he does.
Episode 30. Who is the funniest?
Oh, that's the poll.
Yeah, that's the poll.
Yeah.
Questionnaire.
The
yeah.
OG poll.
The OG poll.
Well,
Who's
just
the funniest?
going back here, the first 2 batches, Tyler's won both of them. So I mean, maybe thematically he might win another one.
That's
Here.
repeat. I don't even know how to vote for this one.
This one's a little tough for me. I think
Which
because, like
episode
Tyler said, there's some good ones. I like Jowp. I'm personally invested in Jowp.
That's our baby, though.
Yeah,
Like,
or my baby, but yeah.
yeah, but it's like as a channel, like that's like our baby.
Yeah.
Right.
I love the gaming 3x3 because it started us to get into this 3x3 thing. Jose's actually sick. I remember was a really good episode as well. I mean, I don't remember what happened.
Is that featuring Jose Black?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Jose
Mr.
Black.
Jose Black.
that's a really good.
That's still
episode.
just me,
That's a good
right?
episode.
No, it wasn't you.
No,
I'm
Devin.
you at that.
Oh,
Devens Jose Black.
Oh,
Hey,
This is your sick arc, Jose.
It's your sick arc. You weren't there,
I
dog.
thought that was just me. Like,
You had like mesothelioma or
I
something.
thought that was that one episode where I was actually sick and I was still on there, and I was like,
No.
ooh.
You're looking
I'm pretty sure that was Jowp X. No, you weren't sick that one. I think that was Multiversal Battle Royale. I think you were sick.
Oh.
Or Tyler trying to be a gamer.
Yeah, I
Might
had
have
something
been.
like crazy deadly. It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like arthritis or something.
I had like a stuffed nose. I was in the ICU for like 3
Your
weeks.
tummy hurt.
Yeah. It was the biggest tummy ache I've ever experienced.
Well, I remember for a minute, Tyler used to rep Multiversal Battle Royale. They used to be in his top 5.
Really?
Dude, I still think it's ahead of its time. Like I haven't watched it in a while, but I remember watching it and like just thinking because when we got like late 30s, I remember going back and watching it and I was like, man, like this really is like
Who was in that?
just. I think it was Eduardo. I think it was just Eduardo, Gabe, Jose, but they were talking about like different variants of us that we would bring in to like have a battle royale,
I
Yeah.
right?
remember that.
Okay.
And like I just remember I was driving back to Arkansas. And I listened to that episode twice when it came out. Like it was just so fun.
Yeah.
Just all the different things. Like, oh, what would I have said here? What would Deven have said here?
Yeah.
What would they have changed? Like saying differently with different characters that they bring in. It was just a really fun thing, like thematically.
Yeah, that's a
I
reason.
mean, for
why-
you at that point, I don't think you didn't have any variants at that point. So
Uh,
You made up variants. You were
Well,
like,
at that point, he had Doctor Strange Tyler. That's only because of Jump X.
Doctor Strange.
Jowp X
No.
wasn't out yet.
no. You said because you
Well,
said
Jowp X like
He
existed.
existed,
Yeah.
no. You said Doctor Strange, Tyler, but you're like we can't get into specifics yet. We'll have a Jope X
Oh.
video.
Yeah,
Okay.
he existed.
But I remember like you also brought in like random variants, like the variant of Jose if he only went to the gym all the time, and there's like a variant of Eduardo if he actually went to school.
You mean Boy
Like,
Meets
was
World,
smart.
Jose?
No.
Oh.
Like you
Real life.
Like your whole
Yeah,
life
real
was
life.
like you became like an influencer or something. They use like your whole life is the gym. And there was one where like Eduardo was so smart because he went to school and like did his stuff and actually studied. And there was like variants that don't actually exist, but like yeah, there's a timeline where like this happens. We're bringing that person in. So
Yeah.
it was a really fun episode.
it's fun. That's the reason why I'm hyped for this background tournament we got going on right now.
There's a tournament going on?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're behind.
yeah.
Get with the times,
y'all
old
know about it.
man.
Y'all are voting.
Such a boomer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also remember liking Our Needs to Do More. That was our first trio episode.
That was that was our first one without Eduardo, right?
Yeah, that's
that's
our
our
first
first-
trio.
the big
Yeah,
three.
well, it's the first one in general without Eduardo. I think. Was it not?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
so it's like that was fun. I just remember us just talking about that. That was such a fun episode.
You always remember your first.
I always remember the first, right? And that started the big three.
yeah, it did start the big three.
All right. Well, before we get into the answers here, we're gonna have a word with our sponsors.
We're gonna do an ad break? Shit. Oh, my lower back's kind of hurting.
You
Your
spread
lower back is hurting.
I guess my tailbone.
tailbone.
You're right. You said Tyrone blew your back out last night, right?
Huh?
Oh yeah, I remember when you did.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Oh,
That's the
I'm
one-
just laying on the ground.
That's why Gabe and I did the duo episode because you're like Tyrone's gonna blow my back out tonight. I gotta calm down
I remember.
and let Daddy Tyrone
That
blow my
was,
back out.
bro.
But enough about Tyrone here. I think maybe because who got the best gaming taste was our first 100 as well. Like we were just talking about earlier. Or we always remember your firsts. So I remember that one being the first 100. Devin was excited about that. He was like, "Oh my god, we hit 100!"
Oh yeah, I was so excited. You know.
Oh, you popped like a bottle of champagne, didn't
Yeah,
you?
he was like,
Yeah, it was cool. And I still rewatch that episode to this day. It's just so nostalgic.
It is. One and it sparked everything else leading up to like what we do.
"Yeah, if it wasn't for that episode, we'd have never done the other 3x3s." And I've had so much fun with the other 3x3s. The cartoon 3x3, the music 3x3 were fun. The
Yeah.
TV show 3x3 was
Yeah.
pretty fun
They're all
too.
cool.
The only one that was like, it was iffy one was the food 3x3. I think that was the only one that was like not that good.
That one's kind of mid, not gonna lie.
Yeah. But anyways,
That's because Eduardo's like onion.
Yeah, onion
Guys, hear me out.
yeah.
Onion.
Let me cook.
Let me
Show me onion.
Let me start with the versatility of an onion.
So I'm gonna say my vote would be here that I think who's got the best gaming taste could win this one.
I kind of rep multiversal.
I mean, I'm gonna say Jowp X. That's my favorite. But like what I think could win is gaming taste here.
You know what? I want to rep Multiversal because I love that one. I think I will go Jowp X because I think the fans did like Jowp X.
Okay.
You don't think so?
I think so.
I think gaming taste might go up there, but I think I can see my episode being in top 3.
Which
Your
one?
Minutes for Hire or Jose Sick?
Certain services?
Shit. I think Jose Black.
So
Oh, Jose Black.
Sick.
That's right. Yeah.
Jose Sick.
Those. All right, Jose, what you got here?
They're all pretty strong contenders here, Gabe.
20s was rough. 20s was
No.
it was like
Why you sound muffled?
Do I?
because he's like talking through his hoodie.
Yeah, he's talking
Oh.
through his hoodie.
I asked if he was good.
Just tuck your chin through it, dude. Use your hands, dude. It's right there.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna go with Jowp X.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, let's go with the top 3. Oh, there's a 3-way tie for 3rd place.
Goddamn.
Ooh.
So for 3rd place, the 3-way tie is between Eduardo needs to do more,
True.
Tyler trying to be a gamer, and who's got the best gaming taste.
Whoa.
Oh, so
not-
3x3 was tied.
It was tied.
Okay.
Wow.
And
That was kind of
second
surprising.
second place would be Jose is actually sick,
Jose's
featuring
actually
Jose
sick.
Black
Mhm.
with 7
Number
votes,
one, okay.
19%. And the winner is Jowp X. Gabe would be
Jowp X.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
It does make sense. I mean, it's a really good episode. It's set up. It is maybe the most popular hypothetical aside from Blood God because Blood God won best hypothetical.
Yeah. Well, I think it also kind of like set up our background stuff. Like things aren't just happening in the podcast; they're happening outside the podcast too. Because everything else, other than like Jowp X, we kind of just like we're doing our thing during the podcast, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
And then like
yeah.
that kind of established like, oh, we got like little arcs we're going through.
Little,
I
little
guess.
arcs. I guess, yeah.
Oh, interesting. So first time Tyler doesn't win, so no three-peat for Tyler.
Yeah, Sally. I am glad my episode got 2nd place though.
Do they call that a chicken dinner in bowling? When you get 3 strikes?
turkey.
Literally, I think
Why do you
every
know
single
It's strike turkey. You ever played Wii Sports?
Yeah, you get like
Do they
3
do
strikes in
turkey
a
in
row.
Wii
It's a
Sports?
turkey.
They say that in bowling. It's a strike turkey. So
Yeah,
you have,
but
you
then
have
they
a
say in Wii
strike.
sports though.
Yes.
In
they
bowling.
Go, they go strike
that's
turkey.
Really?
You get like
Yes.
I guess
3
we show how
strikes
bad
in
I
a
was
row.
at
It's a
bowling.
turkey.
interesting
you're
enough
smart
though.
at bowling.
Everything in this category got votes except for episode 22.
Which
What's
is
22?
Devin sells certain services.
That's fine. That episode wasn't too strong anyways.
I didn't think Jose would do anything for a cookie was that strong either. But
I mean,
you
they
know.
had
I know,
two
it's kinda
clips-
funny.
2 clips came from that though. The pocket cookie and then the sweaty pennies. Didn't
is
those
that
both
that
come from-
episode? I have no idea. Maybe it is.
No, because I think I remember when you were clipping it for the award show, it was like you made like one like 7-minute clip because it had both of them back to back, and then we cut it up into 2 different things.
All right, maybe that's why. Then.
You love
Yeah,
the
man.
I guess you carried
pennies.
Jose because
Yeah,
you're
okay.
disgusting.
Yeah, the only thing I like about certain services is my nickname I give myself.
Minutes
That's
for
my
Fry.
favorite thing about
That's
that.
that's what won you best nickname.
Yeah,
The
that's a
best
good
Fry,
nickname.
It goes hard.
It's pretty hard
Fucking
nickname.
love that nickname.
All right, we got our next batch here, 31 to 40. This is around the time where we started hitting our stride in some people's opinions here.
Mhm.
So 31 to 40 could have some heavy hitters. So episode 31, we have turning into an Elden Ring podcast. First time we used that title idea.
Yeah.
Episode 32, we do foreshadowing better. A classic episode in Ali's
classic.
opinion.
Ali's favorite episode apparently.
Yeah. Episode 33, the one you guys voted last year for best episode. We live in a top 5 society.
Yeah, true.
Episode 34, Blood for the Blood God. A classic
classic.
hypothetical. Episode 35, we met the best mobile gamer. Natalie's
In
episode.
that episode, yeah,
Episode 36, Jose was caught in 4K.
he was.
Or me
True.
and Tyler catch Jose for stealing jokes from Family Guy.
I love that. That's one of my favorite editor moments. That truly is one of my favorite moments.
It did win, didn't it? Too?
I think it did. Yeah, it was such
Yeah.
a funny, just like
It was funny.
I was like, Jose, you stole this joke.
bar for bar.
Bar for bar, line for line.
Line
It
for line.
fit. It fit in the situation.
Episode 37, who's got the best food taste? I believe this one is.
Mm.
Yep, who got the best food taste? Episode 38, the year of comebacks. I forgot that was in the 30s. That's a classic as well.
yeah.
That's a good one, yeah.
Episode
was fun.
39, trips down memory lane. And then episode 40, what the dog doing?
Dude, I was just say tripped on memory lane was my goat. I was like, what's the dog doing?
What the dog do?
Like,
Man, 31 to 40 has some
That's
has
some
some
heavy
strikers
hitters.
here.
Bro, what
Yeah.
happened and what the dog doing?
I guess you have to rewatch it and find
I
out.
guess you gotta watch it again.
What the dog do?
I don't
gotta
know.
watch it and find
It's a
out.
whole
Then
different
you have to
episode.
watch the watch the sequel too. What
You
the
have
dog
to also
did.
watch the sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what the
what the dog
dog
did.
You can't only watch the first one. You have to
No,
watch.
you gotta watch the sequel. The first one only gives you like half the story.
Mm-hmm.
If you want the full story, you gotta go watch.
It's not even a dog in the studio.
I mean,
There was
I don't know,
that
you got the
episode,
dog in
maybe.
you, Jose, so maybe there is.
No, he's got the silly goose in him.
That's you.
You're the city goose.
From a pure like podcast.
This is tough.
Look,
This is hard.
I don't know. I think your comebacks might take it. That was
What's
just
that?
from a pure like.
Yeah.
It's just a good episode all in all. We had good conversations. It became like an anime podcast.
Like they always wanted us to
Yeah.
do.
That
I think we
was
said that the
original
episode like,
plan.
"There's your anime content."
there. You have it for the year. Go
for the
leave.
year.
Well, it's like
Damn.
I could see either that one, Trips Down Memory Lane, or What the Dog Doing. Really. Well, and Blood God too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Blood God's
yeah,
on that
God's in
one.
there too.
Blood God's in.
True.
It's such a heavy. Like
It's
a
a stacked
10.
class here.
Yeah.
31 to 40 is a really good part of our podcast here.
It was. You
It
were in a
is.
bag.
I'm gonna say What the Dog Doing mainly because there was such a cult following when the award
Yeah.
show came out. You guys were so like, or not you guys, but like some of you guys were salty that What
Didn't
the
we
Dog
hit
Doing didn't win.
200?
True.
That was like,
Yeah, it
was
passed
our,
like 200.
Was that our first 200?
I don't think that was our first.
First organic 200.
I don't think so because Xenon. Because by the time it hit that, it was when we were at the award show. I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it did.
Because I thought that was our first. No. Because our first episode, the first camera episode, did a lot of views too.
Yeah. It's the first camera episode.
I just remember like it gained like 50 views right before the award show. Like it just got a whole bunch of. So maybe it wasn't
For
at
no
200.
reason.
Yeah, maybe it's like 150 or something, but it shot up to like 200,
Right.
and it was just it's crazy. So I think just from a pure fan base, I might go What the Dog Doing. Personally, I might go Trips Down Memory Lane, just because like I said earlier, I love those episodes. Like they're so like near and dear to me.
Right.
Remember,
right.
didn't you? I remember Devin. You made a comment because I think it was either Gabe's Feet or Lynxist who said something about What the Dog Doing, and you asked them what they liked about it. Can you pull up that comment and see what they said about it?
But what the dog doing? Oh no. What happened was we got a comment. Remember, like a long time ago, saying like I miss rewatching this. Here, I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah,
Because like I'm so curious on what the appeal is in What the Dog Doing. Like not like I think it's a bad episode. It's good, but like why did it get this like following? There was just like all right, 70 views in like 2 days for no
Yeah, but
reason.
this- I don't know.
It just took us by surprise.
Because I
here.
used to think, I was like, it's not a bad episode. It was like an okay episode, but I think it was like the title carried. But now looking back on it, like it does have that cult following where like everyone just kind of like sticks with it. Like yeah, it's my goat.
I remember it was Lynx's because they said I deadass just rewatched this whole episode just to see if maybe I missed what the dog was doing, and I have no clue. Have I been clickbait or something?
That's what it is.
I swear I remember maybe it was during the live chat then, but I swear I remember someone saying something about What the Dog Doing, and Devin asked about it.
It was also Lynx's. She said deadass. Oh wait, that's the thing I just read. I don't know why.
It was also Lynx's.
he said dead ass. Like, I rewatched this episode.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that is a fun episode, and you have to be like.
Oh, maybe it's on the
real
award
astute.
show, Devin.
On the
I've been
award
to
show.
award show.
You know, sometimes the people just speak.
Because I think
and you just
the
gotta
reason
accept
why,
it.
because like it was doing good for some reason. So people were like, maybe I'm missing, maybe that I'm missing something.
You have to be real astute to understand it. What the dog did. You know what I'm saying?
You have to be like high IQ, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is
why
that-
we had
is
to
that
make a
what
whole
we're doing?
episode explaining what the dog did. Otherwise, people just
Exactly.
didn't understand it.
And then, would you believe that some people watched the episode and still didn't know what the dog did?
I don't even know, man.
Like the audacity of people.
Yeah.
Like Xenon, dude, he had the audacity to come on our podcast and say, "What did the dog do?"
I
Like,
do-
dude. What are you talking about?
What do you think the dog
Yeah,
did?
what do you
What do you
think? I do remember that I did ask Lynxis like why do you like the episode so much? Like, why is it doing so well? They're like, I don't even know. It's weird because it's like the most organized random episode.
That's us organized
go all
chaos.
over the place.
That's us just
Is that us in a
organized chaos. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the timestamps. Y'all talking about eating spiders, cartoons,
Yeah.
Pokemon vs. Digimon, Pokemon history, deck building, pay to win games. It just
You say
Hell
deck
yeah,
building?
Yeah,
That's
deck
a
building.
Jowp episode right
That's a
there.
dope episode I've
Hey,
ever
no
heard.
way, we gave a tutorial on how to
Started
build a
with eating
deck.
spiders.
Hey, Tyler was there. Don't doubt it, Jose. He probably did.
Did what?
And the thing is, wasn't the trio just you, Tyler, and Eduardo?
No, Eduardo. It wasn't a trio. It was 4 of us.
It was me, Gabe, Eduardo, Jose.
Oh, okay.
No, Jose wasn't there.
Who was the fourth one? It wasn't me.
You just named
was
5
you.
people. You,
It wasn't me.
Eduardo.
I wasn't there.
Gabe,
Jose.
Oh. It was 3.
It was a trio.
I'm
episode.
stupid. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
you
3.
kick
Yeah.
So it was just the trio, me, you, and Eduardo.
Yeah.
I just find it
us 3.
funny, like the subject matter y'all talked about. I'm like, I wish I was here on this episode. I get so much knowledge on deck building a Pokemon.
Yeah, because I think that's when I was doing like my Pokemon TCG arc, TCGO.
Yeah, you're
it was
playing.
when you were streaming it.
Guardian.
It was back when you actually streamed.
Hey, next week.
Yeah, true. Next week.
Next week.
But anyways, so what do we got here for the votes? This is a tough one. Also, we do foreshadowing better. I did really like when it first came out. I really loved the episode too.
That was a really.
Yeah,
I remember
we
watching. I was
talked
working out
about one
watching that, and I
episode.
was like cheesing so hard in the gym. I was like trying to stop it. I was like, oh my god.
Like, who got you smiling? Like,
Who got you smiling, kicking my feet and stuff? I'm like, oh my god.
we live in a top 5 society. I had a lot of fun recording that episode and making
It seemed like
the
y'all had a lot of fun
presentation.
with that episode. Yeah.
Dude, the
Blood for the Blood God was so
That
fun
was such a
too.
fun hypothetical, dude.
I think I'm gonna have to go for Blood for the Blood God here.
I
think that's
might change my
pick.
answer to that one as well.
I really enjoyed Blood for the Blood God here.
I think I'm gonna have to go. What the dog doing? Honestly, like not because I
There's an
wanted
option,
to win.
yeah.
Not because I wanted to win, but it's because I think the fans.
what you think will
Personally,
win.
I want Trips on Memory Lane to win because I love that episode, and I think someone commented on that episode like, yeah, this I could just hear y'all like going through like the nostalgia of like the memories and stuff like that, and it felt like like. All of our episodes are genuine for the most part, but like that felt like a genuine, just like looking back on things we did in the
human
past.
interaction.
And that's also like the Jowps and Nexus. Like we were Nexus beings.
True.
They came from that episode. Is that where's all Nexus beings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were fated to cross.
The way we meet each other is kind of funny. Think about
You
it every
got-
time.
What do you got, Jose?
I wasn't there for most of it, was I?
You were caught in 4K in one of those
You were caught in
episodes.
4K, one of them.
But was I there?
Yes, you were.
Oh shit, was I?
Yeah,
You were.
because we exposed you to your
we
face.
exposed you, you're like, I don't know, man. I just-
You're like, what's this?
we pulled the scans.
I think that might be the only episode in this section you're in.
But if I wasn't in the episode, then I didn't watch it.
All right, so you just
Yeah, that was the only
default?
episode in that section you were in.
Are you taking default caught in 4K?
You know, what was? Let's go with what the dog doing.
I
What the
agree.
dog?
All right.
What the dog doing?
In 3rd place, we have a tie
Okay.
between We Do Foreshadowing Better
Okay.
and Year of Comebacks, tied for 3rd place.
That's a good episode. That's a
It is
good one, yeah.
And
That
in
was really fun.
2nd place, we've got Blood for the Blood God.
Valid?
So we know
That's
one.
valid.
We know one then.
Yeah.
1st place is actually a tie. There is no
It's a
winner.
tie.
It is
My
it is
God.
25% exactly split between both of them.
Wow.
So they had 50% of the votes went to these 2 episodes.
Okay.
What the Dog Doing and We Live in a Top 5 Society.
Okay.
They still
People
like it.
really liked that episode.
They still like that episode.
I thought it was a good episode.
We
I
thought it
think
was a phase,
I
but
think it was
it's
just
not a
the
phase.
presentation part of it, you know? Like, it
Yeah,
was
I
just
think that
fun.
could be a part of it.
Like, yeah, it just felt fun.
Yeah. I'm not.
That's valid. I'm not mad about that list.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
not mad about
very
it either.
interesting.
Yeah.
I thought What the Dog Doing would wipe because you guys were like, maybe you guys are just the loud minority though. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've seen that a lot. You guys, you know, like will openly hate on me and then I still win polls. So maybe it's just
Yeah.
silent minority. You're like, you guys talk a lot about What the Dog Doing, but then there's like people in the background like, Top Society.
Come
No,
on.
I-
Come on.
We're
We'll
Top
jump
5
in here.
Society is better though.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I'm down to do something like that again. I'm always
Yeah, any kind of presentation that we could do, especially with like this setup, this could be a fun presentation setup if we can get everything working
Oh
properly.
yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
guys, you
This
see
would be a
here.
really fun presentation.
I mean, that's what we did. Well, it wasn't exactly
The
this
award
setup.
show we had
You
a
guys
fun-
didn't see it. It was before we had cameras, but this is a similar setup to what we had
Yeah.
with the
True.
thing because we put it on the TV and we were presenting.
Well, even like the award show with the camera, the TV was underneath the camera, and Gabe was streaming
Oh, yeah,
onto
true,
the
that
TV.
too.
So like as y'all were seeing it on screen, we were seeing it, like the presentation come together on screen. It was really fun. So anything we could do to implement the TVs, like a presentation like that, would be really fun. I think.
All right, we got our next batch here, the last
Yeah, I'm
batch
good.
here, 41 through 51. Episode 41, turning into a Marvel podcast.
Of course.
Episode 42, we went to Anime Expo.
Mm.
Episode 43, we became conspiracy theorists. Episode 44, hot takes incoming. Keep
that's
coming in.
Xenon.
Xenon.
Oh yeah, Xenon.
Xenon's first episode.
Episode 45, Sands on Earth.
Yeah.
Episode 46, who got the best tasting cartoons.
Okay.
Episode 47, the Top G's mystery sauce.
Isn't that our first camera?
No.
No, camera is 40.
You'll know the first camera episode. Episode 48. We finally got a camera.
Oh, yeah. I remember having a camera for Top G's Mystery, but I guess I'm rogue.
Yeah, you are.
We did.
Episode 49. We're low-key a One Piece podcast.
I like that episode.
Episode 50. Who's got the best taste in music?
Music number 3, yeah.
Episode 51. We just want powers already.
God, I love that episode. That episode was so bad. And I remember we just kept delaying it. It was delayed about
The longest delayed episode we've ever had.
It was almost
Yeah, it
like
was
2-3
pretty delayed.
months, wasn't it?
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah,
Like
4
we just
months.
kept putting that one off. And,
There was-
and it's
there was-
still it's that episode. I think we talked about it. Whatever episode, like however many views that episode gets, that's our new baseline for views. Just because like it's such an old episode, that's like okay, now it's in our current era.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we
It was
didn't
also
even
bad in our opinion.
It was
well,
bad.
we didn't even delay it because it was bad. There was other episodes we wanted to put out.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it
this
was
is
because
so
of things were topical at the time. We're like, oh, we need this one to come out right now. We need to do this. Oh, well, now we have cameras.
Yeah,
So
now
we
we
could
have
just throw in
cameras.
this one in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's interesting. I think I'm just gonna go Xenon here because I really enjoyed that
He's the
episode.
default, yeah.
So much fun.
That was fun.
Even though I think Xion's gonna win, I do want to shout out Merlokia One Piece podcast.
Why?
Why?
That was a good episode.
Was
Because
it?
we got a new comment on it.
It was alright.
It was good. People showed up for the episode. People always like it when we just come to get anime podcasts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Especially like One Piece. Anytime
Did
we
no
do
one
One
also
Piece
hit
related.
200 as well?
Yeah.
It was one of the few who hit 200 as well.
At the time.
Yeah, a lot of people showed up for that episode.
Yeah, I mean that was
when we
a fun
that was when we
episode.
realized you guys liked One Piece more than
Yeah.
we thought.
They like
Yeah.
One Piece?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You're showing a touch, man. Got a boomer. What a boomer.
I'm,
what do
I'm
you
almost
think,
caught up
Tyler?
with One Piece. What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, I kind of want to say AX just because what we went through to do that. It was
AX
a lot
was
of
pretty
stuff.
fun, too.
I liked the first camera episode, and y'all don't know this. We were talking about doing camera, and I was like, oh yeah, we can just like, because Gabe and I have like cheap webcams, so I was like, we just like use the webcams and stuff. And I came over, and we were just like kind of like messing around, and Gabe's like, oh, it's good. Let's record an episode. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
They do know that we said that in the
okay.
episode.
Did they?
Yeah,
No,
we
I
said
don't
that in
remember
the
saying
episode.
that. Anyways, so it's like it was very spur of the moment, but I think it came together really well. It was weird doing like the transitions and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still was really fun, and that's still one of my favorite thumbnails. You just see the chair and like the tiny circle on the camera because it's a tiny webcam, and we're all just like,
Humble beginnings.
Do you remember the fit you wore in that episode? I think Devin, didn't you wear
it's-
salad time?
hey, I wore.
The first camera.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
know I wore Shinigami.
Yeah, this is default fit. It was the Shinigami fit.
I wore the Shinigami
Yeah.
fit.
Guess I could see by pulling up the thumbnail what I wore.
Yeah, I think Devin just wore like a black shirt, black pants.
No, it was my I remember it was like my white jacket with the demon on the back. I actually need to buy another one of those because I ruined it.
And then Gabe, you wore like the one shirt that's like red, yellow, and green on it. Reminds me of Bob Marley.
Red, yellow, green.
Letters. It's a black shirt with like.
Oh, it is the Bob Marley shirt, yeah.
Bob Marley.
Oh wait, no, I did wear it all the time.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought, yeah. So Devin wore salad time. That was
Yeah,
the first
so
time
I-
you guys saw salad time.
I wear
true.
Shinigami.
I don't think we ever explained salad time. Maybe we did, I don't know.
It's fine. Let us know if you want a salad time shirt.
I don't think they've seen it properly.
They've seen it like twice now. Actually, three
No,
times.
but I wore it. Yeah,
Not
I
like
wore
like
it.
an HD. Like what is this? What it
I mean,
actually looks
we
like.
wore it
Like a
with the
bing.
good camera. I wore it. You wore it, and I wore it.
Yeah.
We were both like center frame.
Maybe they need like a PNG
Yeah, they
of
want
it.
to
They need a PNG.
Like,
Like,
bah.
so they can
Right
steal
there.
it. So they can steal it. They can copy it and then make it for cheaper. No, we're upselling.
No.
Bro, anyone could do that. With any shirt. What do you mean?
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
mama.
true.
I don't know. Can you read the list again really quick? Just,
All right,
we kind of got off topic for a sec.
Yeah, completely.
Turning into a Marvel podcast, Anime
Marvel
Expo, we
podcast,
became
yes.
conspiracy theorists, Xenon, Sands on Earth, 3x3 for cartoons, Top G's mystery sauce. We finally got a camera. We're low-key a One Piece podcast, best taste in music, and we just want powers already.
I'm gonna go Xenon with a potential camera, first camera.
Potential first camera, all right.
But I'm gonna go Xenon.
Do you even remember what we talked about in the camera episode?
I know we talked about Chicago Extended Universe.
True, we did do that.
That was a
'Cause there's a
classic
clip.
there.
No, I mean I just remember we had the intro. It was like, wait, I can see you. I can see you. I can see you.
True.
I just remember that
Gabe.
intro because like Devin did, it, and I was like, I'm gonna roll with it. I can see you. That was a good episode. I think it was fun.
It was fun.
It was
I
different.
just can't
'cause, like,
remember much about it.
I don't remember much about it. Yeah, but I know it's almost at like 250 now. It's doing really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Devin?
I think I already said I think Xenon's gonna win, but I kind of want to like rep the One Piece podcast.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with Xenon because I really like that episode, and not only that I think it's just gonna win, I just think it is the best episode there. I just really like that episode.
See?
Let's go with the One Piece podcast.
One Piece podcast. So we're split
Let's go with
50-50.
that.
I want to see if Jose, I don't even know if Jose was in any of these episodes.
Probably
I don't think
not.
he was.
I don't think he was. But I think it'd be funny if Top G won.
Yeah, you were not in any of these, I don't believe. No, you were in the cartoon debate 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you'd have little Einsteins.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, how old are you, Jose?
You guys don't watch Little Einsteins?
No, Jose. I'm a grown adult.
All right, Gabe. Who won?
All right. In third place, we're Loki, a One Piece podcast.
All right.
Yeah.
I knew it'd be on the board.
And second place, got the best taste in music?
Really?
Music showed up, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't
And
expect
then
that.
first place,
Interesting.
hot takes keep coming, Xenon.
Xenon,
Yep.
yeah.
As expected.
Let's go.
33% win, though. Not a crazy blowout.
Yeah.
Also getting a significant amount of votes. Fourth place was the cartoon debate 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everything else in this bracket got a vote.
Yeah, I mean, that
Nothing
makes
got no
sense.
votes.
They're all going to have their own fans, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Turning into a Marvel podcast did not get a vote. That's the only one.
That makes sense. That was kind of the locking episode of the bunch.
Huh?
No, I'm not too mad about the list. I'm not mad about any of these lists, honestly. Like, they're
Yeah,
valid.
everything's kind of solid here.
It's about what we expected for the most part.
Yeah.
Because
Alright,
y'all
we
like
got
it, we like it too, you know?
Of course. The last two here. We got just this true best episode from season 1. No guest episodes included. So obviously, you just got everything. Everything I already listed
Alright, voted for.
is here
The
for
best
this one.
episode, no guest episode.
I think I just
I wanted to say what the dog doing, but just seeing how it turned out, how it couldn't even beat it couldn't even beat Top 5 Society again. So maybe what the dog doing, they're just loud, but they're not there.
Yeah.
That's one thing I noticed, because we pull like 100 views, but only like 3 of you guys comment, so we don't really have a full gauge of where the
Yeah,
majority.
And
of
we get a
guys
little
are.
bit more poll numbers.
Yeah, way more poll numbers than we get comments.
Yeah, but we don't
Not
get
a little bit.
comparatively to the views though. It's like
Yeah, well, I'm saying like comparatively
to the comments.
polls to the
Yeah,
comments. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
a
disparity.
huge
Yeah,
difference.
it's a huge difference.
That's why we really want to push y'all to comment more. Not just like, I mean, yeah, it improves impressions and stuff like that, but it's also just so we can actually see what y'all think about things, right? Because at the end of the day, like, we're not just making a channel to make videos. We're making a channel to make a community, and you know, it helps a lot when y'all can talk in the comments and you can talk and we kind of gauge where y'all are at with everything, right?
Yeah, of course.
So what are we thinking here? Best episode totality wise.
I'm gonna go Blood God.
Blood God.
Jeez.
Blood. It didn't even win its bracket.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Alright.
No, it didn't. It lost to Top 5 Society and what the dog
yeah,
doing.
true.
I'm trying to think.
I'll go Last Humans on Earth.
You know what? I'll go Jowp.
Last Man on Earth also did win its bracket, Jose.
Yeah, that's fine. I like underdog vote.
Oh, you think he's gonna split the votes?
I like, just based on votes, I could see maybe Top 5 Society winning.
Still winning it.
Yeah, maybe.
He's still holding his title up.
I think either Top
Yeah.
5 Society or Jowp X.
Jowp, I would like to see Jowp win here, but I don't think it will. I don't think Jowp had the appeal of a best episode. I think it's good memories from
I'm
it.
still under the impression that if we were to do Jowp X live instead
Like how
of
Blood God
rehash,
was?
yeah, then it would have been like #1.
For sure. I think
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. If Jowp was
Especially 'cause,
a
like-
raw one.
Especially because it's like it's so fleshed out because we squeeze. I mean, I wasn't there. Y'all squeezed it into like less than 2 hours. I think less than 2 hours.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a
But
half.
it's really like looking back totality of y'all expanding the Jowp X universe. It probably was several, like 5, 6 plus hours. Just like over time, just you slowly accruing things. You know?
I mean, that probably wasn't that long, but we were in the
No, but it was a
car, we were
lot
talking
longer,
about-
so you're
Yeah.
you're cramming it down more. But I mean, I kind of want Jowp X to win, but I might still go What the Dog Doing.
You think he still got it?
I think What the Dog Doing might take it, but I don't know. Jowp X is there. Yeah, I'm gonna go What the Dog Doing. Final answer. Lock in.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird though. I want to say What the Dog Doing, but if What the Dog Doing can't beat Top 5 Society in that bracket,
But it tied. though.
Yeah, it did.
It did tie. Yes, I know.
but
So
it
that,
didn't
like,
beat it.
It didn't beat it, so it's like, do I think he can win? I don't think based on that, I don't think either one of those two could win because it seems like their fan bases are
Split
like
the vote.
Split
equal.
it.
So if I'm gonna do something outside of that, I'm gonna. Who else was in the 40s?
I don't know.
What was second place in the Xenon's one? Was it the music
It
one?
was the music.
one could maybe win it.
I don't think so.
maybe.
I'm gonna go Jowp.
Oh, but Xenon does have a big following though.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Deven has a pretty large following.
He does.
I'm gonna go Jowp X as well because I like Jowp X and I hope actually, no, you're right. I was gonna say Blood God, but then I forgot. Blood God didn't even win its own bracket, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think I might change mine to Xenon. Because
Yeah, it's not an option.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no guest
guess,
episodes.
No
Never
guess.
mind. Yeah, I'll stick with.
I would have said Xenon too, but yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, he does have a huge following, so it's like I'll stick
I
with.
don't know about huge following.
Comparatively speaking.
Yeah, he has a pretty
Um,
good cult following.
Yeah, so I'll stick with what the dog doing.
All right, let's go. Oh, we got some third places here. Okay, third place. Who got the best taste in music? The Music Theater is in third place here.
You already like that.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Also, fourth place was a tie between We're Loki at One Piece podcast and who has the best taste in cartoons.
2 3x3s for the top 4.
Yeah.
Top 5.
And in second place, What the Dog Doing.
My God.
Okay.
And in first place, We Live in a Top 5 Society.
My
so they
God.
reigned him as the GOAT still.
They still reign as the GOAT.
They said
Top
the
5 Society
undisputed
came out.
back-to-back champ.
He said, no, you said you made a new poll just to see if I could lose, and I still didn't lose.
True.
I mean, that is like part of the reason we made the new poll. We were like, Top 5 Society isn't that good, is it? And you guys said, no, it is.
No,
They said he's him.
They said he's
He
him.
is him.
Yeah, he's him.
Yeah. We tried to change your minds. It didn't work.
True.
Well, it's interesting, though.
I just think it's interesting that they gravitated so much to that episode.
That just means we gotta be better than
guess
we
we gotta
were.
gotta
Gotta
run
do
it back.
presentations again. We live in the top 7 society now.
Run it back.
I mean, the title's also really good, which kind of
Top 5 society, yeah.
segues into our last question here. Was what is the best episode title?
Title.
Although I think I know what
Yeah,
should win.
I think
What's the dog doing?
I think what the dog doing is like, even if it
It's
doesn't win
iconic.
best, the reason it is such a good episode is because of the title. So I think it'll just win best episode title.
For the
Yeah.
longest
It's so
time-
iconic.
For the longest time, I thought the title was just carrying. I'm like, this title is carrying this episode.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what everyone thought.
I still haven't
Everyone
seen it,
thought-
but that's
and then,
still
like,
what I'm
Xenon
thinking.
2 Electric, no, Xenon 2
To Electric Boogaloo.
Electric
Electric
Boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
Yeah, it's like what the dog did. It's like back to back, back to back
Yeah.
champs.
So since we all kind of agree what the dog would do, let's go for like second place. Then.
Second
what
place?
do you think we win second place here?
For title,
I like Top 5 Society as a title.
That's a
because
good.
it
That is a
encompasses
good
it.
That's a
title.
pretty good.
But I
Same
mean,
with Top Cheese Mystery Sauce encompasses what we talked
Cheese.
you
about.
wanna
Mystery
go?
sauce.
You know what title goes hard? Blood for the Blood God.
Blood
That
for
shit
the
goes
Blood God low-key
hard.
goes
That is
hard.
fucking metal,
Blood for the
dude.
Blood
That is a
God.
metal title. Yeah, I'd say if it's what the dog doing, obviously number 1, but like number 2, I could see Blood for the Blood God,
I could also see Deven selling certain services could maybe get something.
like a sleeper age,
Yeah,
sleeper,
maybe,
sleeper
yeah.
pick. Yeah, your dark horse.
Deven.
Trying to think of like the stupid titles we've had in the time. FBI's watching us.
If you guys
is
watching
there.
us, Eduardo's a lizard. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Jose's a beta.
Jose is a
equals
beta.
beta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jose.
I don't know. I think Sonic plus books
Jose caught
equals
in 4K.
club might go crazy.
Maybe.
Sonic plus Book equals Club.
That might go kind of crazy.
Might go kinda
And I
dumb.
actually do like the
Let
Living
me
with
look at this.
Superheroes title.
Look at this list.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's that good compared to like other ones because it doesn't stick out as much. It very much encompasses the entire theme of the episode. But
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't stick out like Blood for the Blood God, What the Dog Doing, things like that. But I mean, there's a lot of like sleeper titles, I think. But I mean, I think some of them just can't compare like the big ones, like the top 5,
The GOATs,
and
yeah.
the goats.
I even kind of like the title of just We Got a Camera, kinda.
Kinda.
was thrown in there.
Yeah, we're low key
Yeah.
a One Piece podcast. That's funny to me because I'm a One Piece simp.
True.
Uh,
yeah.
I think it's funny.
I mean, at that point, it was topical because at that time we were talking about One Piece for like 7 episodes straight or something.
we're just low key a One Piece podcast. But yeah, I
And
mean,
we still do talk about One Piece a lot on this podcast, so I mean, it's still kind of true.
yeah, I'll stick with Blood for the Blood God for number 2.
Blood for the
I'll
Best
go.
title.
I'll go with blood.
What?
Blood for the Blood God.
Oh, they said Blue Lock. I'm like, what?
Blue Lock? We have a Blood title?
I'll go with blue lock.
I'll go with Bleach.
What do you think, Devin?
I'm
Are you looking?
I'm thinking
Yeah, I
Naruto's
was
the best of the
looking.
big 3.
You looking at it? That's dumb.
Where's the cutoff again?
It's just
51. 1 to 51.
Oh yeah.
Bro, you don't have all the episodes
I don't know. Jowp
memorized?
Awards goes kind of crazy. That might be.
No, Jowp Wars do go kind of crazy.
Sit down with the lizard. Kind of interesting. Wacky.
No, why they sitting with the lizard?
Yeah, why
Lizards
would
don't
they do
speak.
Multiversal Battle Royale.
What's the
maybe?
lizard gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I
We do foreshadowing better.
I was gonna go for Love for Blood God. It's hard.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's a
It's
bunch
a
that I
hard title.
like. I kind of like those that you're saying, but it's like Blood for the Blood.
Blood for the
God.
Blood
It just
God.
goes like it's a, ooh, that's a hard title, you know. I just hope that the fans didn't vote on which which episode they like more. It's just literally just a title. Which title goes the hardest? Which is the best title?
Yeah. And in first place, we're just gonna go first place because we know who won.
Yeah.
First place here with a pretty big margin here, 36%. What the Dog Doing?
We knew it was gonna go. Yeah.
We knew What the Dog Doing was.
That is a pretty crazy. That is probably my favorite title. Honestly,
we did eat when we made that one.
Like Loki ate.
We ate.
I think it was funny because I'll say it later.
Go on.
And then we'll just do inverse here. We'll go third place was a tie between We Live in the Top 5 Society.
Top 5.
And Jose will do anything for a cookie.
Really?
This is kind of a good title.
I forgot about that.
And second place was the Top G's mystery sauce, actually.
Really?
So
I can
weird.
see it.
Yeah. Top G.
Everything
funny
surprises you
because he was very it was very topical.
Y'all got some.
Oh
weird
yeah, for
titles.
sure. That's
Because that's when the Top G was running around TikTok real big and stuff. So it's like
but we couldn't put Andrew Tate in the
we
title.
couldn't put Andrew Tate.
we couldn't
because
put
he
him
got,
banned,
Loki
so we put the Top G.
banned, so we said Top G's mystery sauce. And it's funny because the innuendos.
Yeah. And then we were talking about mystery sauce. It
Mystery
just
sauce
fit, it perfectly encompassed the
because not
episode.
only did it fit the episode, it was just a funny title too.
Yeah.
It's a really good title. I can see why they voted for it. I just wish Blood for the Blog was out there because I like that title. It's a really fun title.
Let me see how many votes it got. I mean, if it got any votes, I would assume it did.
Yeah, I assume it got a couple. I think I voted for that one actually. So it got at least one. Actually, no, I voted for What the Dog Doing. Never mind.
Blood for Bodyguard only had 2 votes, but it did get votes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the same.
That would make it 4th place, tied with the FBI is watching us.
Dang, the margin was that big.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's not that many
heavy.
votes.
Yeah, it's top heavy too. Yeah, all in all, I mean, I'm not mad about any of those picks, really.
Yeah.
Not
really any upsets.
So as we've only been like 10. How many episodes are we in season 2? Like 10 at this point or something?
I think 65 just came out.
66
just came out. So then we're actually at like 18 or 14.
14. So we're like 14, almost 15 episodes in. We have any contenders already for best episode title?
Episode title.
I'm looking at season 2 right now.
What the
Electric
dog did is he on 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Back to back.
I think he goes back to back, dude.
That'd be crazy if he goes back to back.
Electric Boogaloo, dude. Come on.
In season 2, we have to make his rival. We have to make a top 10 society or something.
I mean, but Loki, Return of the Big Three.
Yeah, I mean we have John's average trip.
John's average
true.
You got an 8 there.
Yeah,
What does we have? Everyone's mid and overrated. That was the first one.
Yeah, everything's been overrated.
Look good.
Damn. The Walk has arrived in Poland.
Yeah, the Walk has arrived.
That's topical.
So we got everyone is mid overrated. What the Dog Did featuring Xenon 2 Electric.
What the hell happened in We Are
That's
Depressed?
why my goat.
Oh yeah, We Are Depressed.
What the hell
The
happened
most
there?
controversial episode yet.
I think next time we do this poll.
Oh, whose meat is in
Who's
our
our
mouth?
mouth?
Yeah, bro. That's a sleeper, bro.
I think that's a contender
next time
for
we gotta
best
do
title.
best thumbnail too.
Yeah. Whose meat is in your mouth, man? Oh, we could also have for next year. We could have best thumbnail as well.
Yeah.
Because we're actually doing thumbnails now.
The big three thumbnail goes
As of
so
right
hard.
now, I think Eduardo is the what is Eduardo episode is kind of.
That's the
I don't know. Like the big three thumbnail goes so hard in my opinion. I just
It
look
does
at
go
it.
hard.
I just go hard.
the big three. I just that was such a fun. I was like, Deven, do that.
I just keep looking at it.
It's probably that probably is my favorite thumbnail. The big three is back. It's also like double entendre for the title too.
I like the Christmas episode too, or not the Christmas episode. The one the TV show one.
TV show one we're all like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
get
like
mad at the
that
remote.
one.
See, I don't know if people could see that clear enough, but I want to do like we're all getting mad trying to decide what to watch. That's kind of like the theme I wanted behind that picture.
The thumbnail I also like is the one that's coming out next week for you.
Oh, that's
Hey, look forward to that on Thursday.
What's happening next week?
You're gonna love
You'll
that one.
see. You'll see.
We ate with that thumbnail.
Also, the Christmas Eve one, the one that came out yesterday.
That was pretty good too.
That's a pretty fun one too. I like that one.
And speaking of next week too, remember next week is your last week to vote for the multiversal tournament. So
Yeah, because we're gonna go over that. Yeah.
get your votes in. So
When does the poll end?
It's gonna end when December ends.
Oh.
Kind of like how Green Day had a song like when September ends. Yeah,
yeah.
but it's December.
So it'll end. So it'll end Saturday.
What?
It'll end next Saturday.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Whenever
the
December ends.
Whenever.
I guess we'll like record that episode. We'll talk about it later.
Sometime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So make sure you get your votes.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
That'll be really fun. Yeah.
I want to see if this like potential tournament turn into another fun thing we could do for season 2.
I think
sure.
like
It's gonna last a while.
It's the background tournament, so it's like the things that we're gonna do in the background, right? It's all happening. It's obviously forefront the results, but everything's happening in the background. So like us going through that, that's like the kind of like the crux of season 2. That's gonna be one of the things, right? Is gonna be that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think really fun.
I agree. What are you doing?
He's shaking his leg.
Well, on the topic of, this is a Christmas special here. We already
Indeed.
opened our presents here. Do you want to talk about
We?
yeah?
I didn't get any presents.
That sucks.
You saw the best episode. That was your present.
You did.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right.
You saw it before our fans.
What?
True.
You saw that best episode before our fans.
And before Eduardo.
Wow. Fuck Eduardo.
Eduardo ain't gonna watch
you
the
also
episode.
you also won your poll, Jose.
You
Yeah,
did.
you did.
Did I?
You tied first place, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a win. That's a
Man,
tie.
that's a win.
Hey,
Tied
dub's
for
a
what
dub.
place, Jose?
Dub's a dub.
Oh, what?
First. If you think about it, Jose, the only polls you've ever won, you've tied both times.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. You've never won without a tie. Isn't that crazy to think about?
I guess.
And just know that the one person that caused you to tie was Eduardo.
I'm not the
'Cause he voted for
decider,
himself.
you know.
Because I know Jose didn't vote for himself.
What'd you say, Jose?
I don't decide if I win the poll or not.
Yeah, no. But I just think it's funny that the only 2 polls you won, you were both ties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What was the
that's funny.
second one?
Gaming.
I'm a
Times
gamer. I'm a gamer.
Anyways, you were saying?
Yeah,
How about
Gabe did.
Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas movies. Because I know Tyler just saw Violent Night. Do you guys have any? I think we talked about this last Christmas special, but it kind of like got derailed. Are there any Christmas movies you do like watching during Christmas time? Do you have like traditions with your family, like, oh, let me watch Home Alone or
I
something?
mean, like Christmas Story on Christmas Day.
Die Hard.
My
Die
favorite.
Hard. Favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite movie to always watch is The Grinch. I love The Grinch.
Which
one?
one?
Really?
The Jim Carrey live action?
The Jim Carrey one, obviously.
Really?
Yeah, Jim Carrey live action.
What do you mean, obviously? What do you mean, obviously?
he's like, I got dinner with myself at 5. Can't miss that one again.
I love the comedy in The Grinch. It's so good. I love it.
I thought you didn't like Jim Carrey's comedy.
I love his comedy.
That's weird. You're
That is
weird.
weird.
Ace Ventura. Ugh.
You're so
I-
weird for that.
Why?
Which Ace Ventura?
What's the one where he's like, he's in the rhinoceros and he goes
Ace
up. He's
Ventura.
like,
Pet Detective.
Detective.
That's Pet Detective.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's weird.
Why?
Because it's fucking.
It's funny. He's like, it's so funny. I love Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is like, he's up there for sure, top 10 actors.
Comedian 3x3, he'd be in your middle?
Huh? For comedian?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I wouldn't.
not for a
if,
comedian, but for actors, he'll be in.
if it was like comic actors, then yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be
If you
solid.
narrowed down the space enough, he'll be there.
Oh, yeah,
If
Adam
there's like
Sandler will be
comedians,
up
then
there
no.
too.
But if it's like actors that are like comedic actors, then yeah.
He
Actors 3x3 potentially coming soon?
he would be in my actor 3x3, but he wouldn't be my goat.
Yeah, I might put him on my 3x3. I don't know. He definitely won't be my goat.
I didn't know you guys like Jim Carrey like that. He's alright.
I like Jim Carrey. He's a funny guy.
What's that one?
He's too over the top for me.
Oh, you mean Sonic and Sonic 2?
Jim Carrey, man.
No,
He's
the
a
Truman
doctor.
Show.
Nah, he's over the
Dr.
top. That's what I was
Eggman,
thinking.
Yeah,
He's the Truman Show.
yeah he is.
He's
He is.
such a good actor.
I haven't seen the Truman Show.
I hear it's really good.
It's very meta.
It's so good. You have to watch
Isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know what it's about.
No one's seen the Truman Show.
So I think I know like the basis of it. It's like he has his life, but he's actually being like surveyed by like some overarching organization, and they're watching him like go through like his entire life, but he doesn't know he's in like a simulation basically.
And then he breaks out.
And then
of
he
it.
has to like break out.
He's
And he like
like-
starts noticing things,
Yeah,
and then like he started like his wife freaking out or whatever, and then he's like, "Don't tell me I'm crazy." Like you're, well, and then I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I want to see it
He has
though.
movies like that, The Mask. Jim Carrey's.
Bro, you put the mask up. The mask is not a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's
It's
fun
fun.
in clips. It's
It's
fun
fun.
in clips.
It's
That's
like
not
a-
a good movie. Yeah, like in clips it's fun, but as a movie it's not a good movie.
It's like a
It's a
fever
bad
dream
movie.
to me.
Yeah,
I don't really
movie.
remember it.
It's an objective bad movie. It
I
has
love-
good
I-
moments.
I
I
feel like
love
it's
The
something I
Mask.
would wake up to and be like, "What the fuck is this?" And go
I
back to
could
sleep.
rewatch The Mask. I like it.
Yeah, because you like Jim Carrey though. You see, you're biased to like anything he
Bias.
does.
I'm not biased.
Bias.
I don't like Dumb and Dumber.
Really, you don't like Dumb and Dumber, but you like The Mask.
It's Dumb and Dumber's 2 Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I don't know. I love The Mask.
What about the Son of the Mask?
No, we don't talk about that one.
Oh no.
we don't got that.
Why not?
It is the one where it gets on like the dog.
I don't know. I think so.
What are we doing here?
That's your GOAT sequel.
No, it's not. I don't rep that.
I'll take his hat off, dude.
What about what's the
Which one?
trying to think. Sonic. Did you like him in Sonic?
That was alright.
Eggman.
He's not my Eggman.
I didn't even notice him
Okay.
that he was in Sonic.
Yeah, he was Eggman, Dr.
Eggman.
Eggman.
I didn't even notice that until like halfway
He's
through the
main
movie.
antagonist.
I was like, oh shit, it's Jim Carrey.
I thought he was alright. That's one where I'm like, he's in.
But how? I feel like he's the same in that movie. He always is.
Not only because like
Jim Carrey's like the same in every movie I've ever seen him in. He's just
Basically.
the same actor. He's like Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart of The Rock.
Yeah.
I
Dude, The Rock annoys me.
I saw this
Rock.
theory that the Rock is like a series ender. Have you seen that? So it's like every series of like movies that he's in, like he ends up like killing the franchise basically.
like what?
Like-
What franchises has he been?
No.
in?
But it's like they said so like The Mummy. The Mummy was like really big back in the 90s, and then Brandon Fraser brought him in as like the Scorpion King, and then he had a spin-off, and then it just like bombed and like it did terribly. And then like there was Fast and Furious, which I mean you could allude that to like just being too many movies, but then it's also like once The Rock got brought in, like the movie started dying out.
When the
basically.
Rock get brought in?
Even then, he was like Fast Five.
Yeah.
But I don't think, if anything, you could say The Rock boosted the Fast and Furious because, like, sure, everyone complains about the quality of Fast and Furious, but their sales have never been better since The Rock came in.
Yeah, I was just saying like it's just a fan theory talking about like like just whatever The Rock is in, he kind of just like kind of kills the franchise over time.
I don't even remember him being in many franchises. I think, like, I'm not saying you're
The
wrong.
dude,
but I'm
like had a bunch.
people
that
are
he
like
showed.
reaching at like
Yeah.
things where it's like, oh, they had 2 movies. Like, it's not really a franchise if you have 2 movies.
Yeah.
In my opinion, a franchise like Star Wars that has like before like the new sequels came out or the new trilogy, it had 3
Yeah.
movies, shows, books. That's like a franchise. Like Top Gun, I wouldn't consider Top Gun a franchise. It has 2 movies.
yeah, I agree.
It's a series, but not a franchise.
He just talked about it. And I just thought that was
No, I'm
interesting.
not saying you're wrong because you're not the
Yeah.
one making this. I mean,
Yeah.
you are making the statement, but like it's not your original thought.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just like it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny, haha.
Not funny, weird.
Have you guys even seen Black Adam?
Nope.
I heard it was
I
bad.
heard it was bad.
What do you think, Gabe? You
Did
saw
you just
it.
trust it? You just like, I don't
No,
watch
that's
it.
what they said. But
I mean,
I just haven't seen it yet.
I mean, I just wasn't planning on watching it at all, but that's just what I heard.
I thought you loved The Rock, Jose.
The Rock, he's all right.
You're like a big WWE fan. How do you not like The Rock?
Well, that's WWE, right? At the,
Jose,
something
you watch
like-
anything with John Cena.
like
in it
The
because of
Rock
John
in
Cena.
WWE
but
and
John Cena's
Dwayne
funny,
Johnson in acting are 2 completely different people.
Yeah, The Rock in WWE is way better.
Yeah.
I love John Cena as an actor. He's so funny.
John Cena.
John Cena's
So
acting?
He has like 2 funny movies.
He's okay.
Yeah, like what?
Not even-
Fred. and then, like-
What's Fred on that
He was
list?
only funny in that one movie where he was a drug dealer, and then in Peacemaker, the show, at points.
yeah,
No,
so
he was
like
also
yeah,
in,
you got like
um,
Peacemaker and Fred.
Fuck. What was
Why are you doing Fred up there, bro? Like, Fred is not
Fred.
No, he was in something else I really liked. He's like.
You talking about the Marine?
If you say the Marine, then you're bugging.
No.
You talking about 12
12 rounds?
That's a Christmas movie.
The only reason I know 12 rounds in Marine is because what The Miz.
The Miz was in there. I remember watching 12 rounds. I had it on DVD.
Oh yeah, he was in Fast 9. That's right, or F9.
John
he-
Cena, yeah.
I forgot
I thought he was funny in that.
I forgot he was in Bumblebee. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, he was that guy too.
Oh, I like blockers. I like
Who?
that. Oh, Daddy's Home 2. He was.
I didn't see Daddy's Home too.
I'm not saying that name.
Have you seen that, Tyler?
Yeah, it's ass. It's terrible.
Never mind.
You think that movie's good, Devin?
Daddy's Home 1 was funny because Marky Mark's funny, but like
Was John Cena in Daddy's Home 1?
I don't think so. It was Marky Mark and Will
By
Ferrell.
Marky Mark, you talking about like Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, it's Marky Mark.
Okay.
I love Mark
Okay, I'm not gonna
Wahlberg.
cap. I can't remember what the flaw of Daddy's Home 1, 2 was. I remember Daddy's Home 1. I remember that being hilarious.
What
Was
about,
was that Will Ferrell and Marky Mark?
Why do you keep calling this nigga
That's what
Marky
I'm
Mark
saying.
for?
It's just
like
Mark Wahlberg.
he's not been called Marky Mark since like the 90s. or
Dog, I don't
something.
know. It's just the way I've always called him. I
Oh,
always call
you-
him Marky Mark.
That's so weird. Devin, he was in Surf's Up 2.
Okay, fine.
That's what you're thinking. That's what you're thinking.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
John Cena was in Surfs Up 2?
yeah.
For what? What did he do?
It Surfs Up 2. It's like the whole WWE cast.
What?
Yeah, it Surfs Up 2.
Is that why you
Wave
like
Mania.
Surfs Up so much, Devin? Jose?
No, I like the first one. The second one's ass. Yeah, the second one, fucking AJ Lee, Vince McMahon,
AJ.
Undertaker's in here,
And they guys have the cast.
Triple H. Everyone's in Surfs Up 2, but it's ass. It's awful.
I don't think John Cena's the perfect actor, but I think he's funny when he is in whatever movie he's in.
Fred,
I think,
Fred 2,
I
Fred
think he
3.
only became funny recently, is what I'm saying. Like,
Well, yeah,
because he's been in acting for a while, and I think since like 2017, I want to say, is when he started being like a good actor.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy his comedy a lot.
Whereas The Rock, not really. I think the only time I remember like, oh, this is a. I think the last movie I remember enjoying with The Rock was maybe Central Intelligence. Because
I
it was
remember
like, turn
that.
off my brain. I enjoyed this comedy movie.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
think.
Yeah. Him and Kevin Hart. That duo is really good, though. I think the Kevin Hart.
It's
The
played
Rock.
out.
I think it's
It's
alright.
no, but like when
I don't think so. I
when
don't think it's been played out
like,
that much.
It's not. It is played out a little bit. There was like the 2019 2020. It was a little played out because they had like I think 2 or 3 movies that came out like in like that 2-year span. And it was just them doing like the action combo, the comedy duo.
Kevin
whatever.
Hart's the
Kevin
weak-
Hart's
wimp.
the weak, whimsical, funny guy, and then
And
The
The
Rock's like
Rock's the superhuman
the
for some
superhuman.
reason.
Like he could like bench press a helicopter or something,
Yeah.
right? But like Central Intelligence was kind of like that came in like 2018, 2017?
16.
16.
So it was before all that stuff, and those two's dynamic was just it was at the time it was really good. And I also like the story of like The Rock was like the nerd in high school and he was like fat
Yeah, he
and
was
got made
fat,
fun of.
yeah.
And Kevin Hart was like the jock.
That was just funny.
And then like the tables
The roles
flipped.
reversed, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good, just a fun movie that you don't like sit there and expect.
I
That's what
kind
I
of-
like about comedy movies. It's just fun.
See, I kind of have that same thing with Get Hard with Will Ferrell
I
and
like
Kevin
Get
Hart.
Hard.
That was a really good movie.
No, I'm thinking about a different movie, but Get Hard is alright.
It was the one where Will Ferrell has to go to prison, so he's
Yeah.
like asked Kevin Hart to like get.
I never.
Get hard.
Yeah, I like that
never.
movie.
I never got
Get
to
Hard.
finish Get Hard because I was watching on cable and I had to go, so I never got to finish.
It was really funny. I mean, Will Ferrell himself is really funny, and when you can get 2 really good comedians, as long as they can stick together, like the comedy wise, like it turns out really they like. It's like waves, right? Where it's like if they're opposite, then they counter, but if they're together, then they boost, and that's kind of like how those 2 go.
I like The Rock and the game plan.
The game players
With
yeah.
the
How about The Rock and
girl?
Yeah.
How about The
The
Rock and
buddy?
the Tooth Fairy?
Wasn't that a Disney Channel movie?
Yeah.
Game
I
Plan?
think so.
Yeah.
He was
I
like an
remember I watched
NFL
it.
star, and,
Yeah.
and he had his daughter.
What's the girl's name?
It's at
Whoever she is, she's a baddie now.
yeah,
Bro.
She's
I
such
saw
a
a picture of
baddie.
her the other day. I was like, oh my god.
Madison Pettis.
Madison Pettis, yeah.
She still has like that face though, like a young face, like child face or something.
Is she bad, Tyler?
Her body, yeah.
What'd you say about her?
Yeah.
What'd you say about her?
What
Her
you
body
say about
bad,
her?
dog.
She got a what? And what'd you think of her?
Her body's bad.
Huh.
I'll stick with
Let's
my
just
guns.
move on from
How about the Rock and the Tooth Fairy?
I've never seen the Tooth Fairy. I
Really?
just seen him
It's
get mocked for it.
Yeah, it was alright.
Because he just looked like a fool in it.
The game plan's way better.
I think Faster is pretty cool. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie.
No.
Faster.
The Rock is in the G.I. Joe movie?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either.
He's in Faster.
I'm trying to think of other. I remember. I actually like.
no, I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, you were talking about Jenna Ortega, dog?
Nah.
What?
Have
She
you
does
ever
not
seen
look like a
that?
child.
Since you like Marky Mark so much, have you ever seen that movie called? Oh, I can't remember what it was called, but it has The Rock in it and Mark Wahlberg, and he's a gym guy who did like steroids or something.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think I know the play. I can't think of what it's called. It does
can
sound
you find the
familiar.
name, Jose?
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
I know what you're talking about.
Because it was when you said Get Hard, that's what I thought it was. Because I think it's something like that, along those lines.
I know the movie you're talking about
Because
because
it's based on a real story.
yeah, I just
You're
can't
talking
think
about
of it.
Pain and Gain?
Pain and Gain,
Pain
yeah,
and
that's
Gain,
it. Yeah.
I don't think
you
I
ever see that one?
watched the whole movie.
I
I think
haven't
I
seen it,
watched it.
no.
It was like on
No,
TV.
I've seen it.
I
I
watched
think
like
it's
half of
something
it
completely
before.
different.
It was all right. I don't like Marky Mark like that. All right.
You call him Marky Marks. I don't know. Maybe
You call him
like
Marky
it.
Mark this whole time.
The
You say you
reason
don't
why
like
I
him
call
like
him
that?
that is because my parents, like in the '90s, he was a rapper, and he I don't know if he went by Marky Mark, but like they called him Marky Mark on songs. So then like that's why they call him Marky Mark, and I grew up just calling him Marky Mark.
That's weird.
Dog, this is what my parents called him.
That's weird.
Even though like there are people like actors who like act the same in every movie, I never get tired of Kevin Hart.
No,
I
me
like
neither.
Huh?
I
like Kevin Hart in every movie that nigga's in.
I think maybe it's just because like I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I grew up with Kevin Hart, so I just can't hate him. But like Kevin Hart's chill with me.
Yeah,
he could be the
he's
same
chill.
nigga every time. I don't really care. That
But there
much.
are movies where he does shine.
I can't think of a movie where I didn't like Kevin Hart.
Fuck,
I mean, the one time I remember Kevin Hart not being the same role was in Fatherhood. I don't know if you guys ever saw Fatherhood.
Fatherhood, yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I saw
He actually
that.
took
It
a
was
serious
really good,
role
yeah.
in that one.
I remember the scene where he's like walking into like the mother group,
Dang.
and he's like, "Look, I'm tired. My baby has a diaper. Like, I haven't slept last night. She's crying all the time. Her diaper's wet. I can't do anything. I don't know what to do."
Yeah.
They're like, "This is for moms only." And he's like,
I also enjoyed
Dude.
the Upside Down, where he has to take care of like the paraplegic guy.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
I mean, it came out in theaters. There's one movie, where it's him, and like, it came out on Netflix. And
Captain Underpants.
You're talking about Captain Underpants.
I think it's absolutely what you're talking
No,
about.
I think it was about like him being a comedian, and then like he has his cousin, and like he accidentally murders someone. I can't remember what the movie was.
Talking about Ride Along.
Is it called
Ride Along was
Speaking
good.
of though, I do like Ride Along.
Ride Along
is a
1 and 2 were
classic,
good.
I was about
Yes.
to bring that up. I love him and Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Ice Cube are also
the
really
dynamic.
good. Ride Along,
Ice
and
Cube
then-
is a really good actor.
What's what's the other like comedy with Ice Cube? 21 and 22 Jump Street.
Yeah,
Dude, Ice
That
Cube
was
is
good.
underrated sometimes.
like he fits that role.
Because obviously Friday, iconic movie,
Yeah.
right? Like Ice Cube is amazing.
There was one movie with Ice Cube I didn't really like. It was him. And,
You're talking about Soul Plane.
Soul Plane was funny.
No, it was him. With Ice Cube was a teacher, and he wanted to fight this other guy.
yeah,
this guy was playing
it was the
Luigi.
kid. Yeah. It was the
It's the guy who's playing Luigi.
he was a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
And he walked in. He had like
and
the, he
there
had the
was a- there was a
TV, and the
TV.
kid had
Yeah.
his phone. He had an app, and he kept turning off the TV. And then he brought in like the principal or something, and he's like, "Yeah, so blah, blah, blah." And he took the kid's phone, and then the girl gave the kid his phone, and he did it again. He's like, "One more fucking time, I'm gonna break this." He's like going off on this kid.
He got a fucking axe or something and started destroying the desk.
Yeah,
It was funny.
it was hilarious.
I saw
I
it.
haven't seen that whole movie. I just seen like clips.
I saw clips of it on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
I was like,
Oh, Semester's on the mood of talking about comedy movies. So you can say yours first.
Oh, well, I found the movie I was talking about. It's called True Story. It's pretty good.
Oh, I heard about that one. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that was like a
re-
Netflix exclusive or like exclusive.
Yeah,
right?
that's the one that's Kevin Hart. It's really good. I really like it.
Have you? Because I know you're a big Ryan Reynolds fan. Have you seen? Did you see The Hitman's Bodyguard?
Yeah, of course.
I love the. Have you ever seen it, Tyler?
I've seen like half of it. It's a good dynamic with him. Was it Samuel? L.
Samuel
Jackson?
L. Jackson.
Yeah, that
It's
was a good
perfect.
dynamic.
I love it.
yeah.
I saw that combo. I was like, I never thought I would have loved this combo.
It just Samuel L. Jackson can pretty much mesh with anyone. That
I think
I haven't
never seen him.
Yeah,
I've never
really
seen
bad
him
with
like
anyone.
not mesh with someone. He
He's like-
always meshes.
He's like one of the goats there. Like if I had to act right or two, he's in there. He's a shooter.
Yeah, he's
for my
he's
list.
definitely
He's
in
a
there. He's
But
just
yeah.
too good.
There's just something about like Ryan Reynolds' like whimsical, like sarcastic personality, and then just
Samuel Jackson.
just being blunt with everything. It's just it works so
Let's
well.
not forget his work on Turbo. I think you guys are forgetting about
I
that.
remember like the BTS of Django, and DiCaprio like didn't want to say the N word, and Samuel
Yeah, I
Jackson was
remember
like,
that.
"It's just another day for us." And Samuel Jackson was talking. He was like, "Yeah, I told him that." Like next day, dude came in slinging it around like it was natural. He's a good actor. It was funny.
Also, have you guys ever seen Ted?
Yeah, Ted.
Yes,
yeah.
Ted.
With Marky
I love
Mark.
Ted.
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane,
aka
yeah.
Peter Griffin.
Okay, Peter
yeah.
Griffin and Brian and Stewie and
Chris.
No,
maybe?
no. Chris is Seth Green. Basically, like 70% of the cast of the male cast is gonna be Seth MacFarlane because there's clips of like him talking, and it's literally Brian, Stewie, and Peter, and they're all talking to each other, and it's him just like, "Yeah, Lois, and you violent woman,"
Oh, and
then
Quagmire.
like he's just going back and forth all the voices. I liked him in 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. That was a
Yeah.
funny movie. Anyways, where were we
So
talking
Mark
about?
Wahlberg or
No, Seth MacFarlane.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about
Mark
Ryan
Wahlberg?
Reynolds still. 'Cause he's in both of those movies.
He's in Ted.
He's not in Ted.
I looked at Ryan Reynolds movies and it says he's in Ted.
He is in
Who the fuck did
Ted.
he play in Ted?
I don't know.
Did he play Ryan Reynolds? Because like they
That
went to
was- that
they went
sounds
to,
like something he
they,
would
they
do.
went to like the Comic Con.
Oh, that's one thing I liked. I liked Ryan Reynolds like his little like cameo in the Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
I thought that was pretty funny.
Apparently
I liked his cameo in the it was the Deadpool movie when he was like he did like
His cameo.
he did like the because he was in the Wolverine, he was like that one guy.
Hugh Jackman.
No, like Wolverine was fighting like this one guy was like gooey on. I don't know what he. It's been a long time since I watched it.
Deadpool?
No, like he was fighting this other guy, and Ryan Reynolds also played him.
Yeah, it was
And-
Deadpool.
Was it Deadpool?
Yeah, that's
don't
why I said
remember.
that.
Anyway,
the guy with no mouth, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's Deadpool.
Yeah, it's
Oh, and then
Deadpool.
he also like showed up as like Green Lantern and stuff. That was
Yeah.
funny. We don't talk about.
That's
that.
what you mean by Ryan Reynolds cameo as a Ryan.
Yeah,
Reynolds.
it's like he's in the movie, but like he had other roles that he played, and like he, was there.
What a funny man.
Any comedy movies that come to your mind, Jose? Some Robert comedy movies.
Apparently,
Christmas
he's
is
a
the time
nigga
of
named Jared.
cheer.
He's not in the cast. I can't find him in the cast.
Yeah, I couldn't find him either.
But for some reason, when I look up Ryan Reynolds movies, Ted is there, and apparently he plays a nigga named Jared. All right, like the nigga.
Maybe he works at like the counter at like something. I don't
He's
know.
not. He's not.
it was just for a scene like in Bullet Train.
Yeah.
But if you look up Ryan Reynolds movie, he shows up there. I'm like, why?
I think funny movies. Surf's Up has got to be in there.
Bro.
That is your goat. That is your goat.
It's a funny movie.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You just don't get it. I enjoy Adam Sandler movies.
Like which ones?
Almost all of them.
Yeah,
God damn.
He has Adam Sandler down his throat 24/7.
I mean, he has good movies. I think the Adam Sandler hate's kind of whack, which is weird because I've never seen the two movies everyone says are like good, like Hustle and Uncut Gems.
Those were really
No,
good.
those were really
Those two.
good.
I just seen all his comedy movies.
I mean, I know-
Like I saw Bedtime Stories.
I
Banger.
love bedtime stories.
The thing with Adam Sandler is that he does get kind of stale.
Does he?
Like
I never seen.
he kind
I
of
don't
he
think
kind
so.
of like I just noticed from watching his movies over time, he does get a little more stale.
But the thing is, like, his movies are so far in between.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Like, I don't get tired of him.
Like Click.
Well, it's not that I get
I feel like
tired of it.
He
It's just
doesn't
like
make movies that often.
well, it's just the thing is that he
I don't remember
plays
Click.
basically the same
You don't
role.
remember Click?
Click? Which one's Click?
He has
It's
the
where he has the
remote
remote.
and he can
Yeah,
pause and rewind.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
That's
yeah.
where it wants to
And
be.
he like
Yeah.
paused and farted in
banger.
the dude's face and he was like,
Yeah.
"Eh."
I just know like Adam Sandler movies. Just watching them, they kind of because he's one of those that plays the same role just about in every movie.
Yeah.
But,
Play
like,
stuff.
It just feels the same. You know what I mean? Like Kevin Hart. Like Kevin Hart, he plays the same role, but it's like he's like a different kind of humor, and he plays. I wouldn't say same role. He plays like the same role but different person. But Adam Sandler plays like he feels like he plays the same person with just a different name. You know what I mean? So it's like it's if that makes sense.
I guess.
I don't know if that makes sense or not. But also Ryan Reynolds, he was in the scene where Marky Mark was at the party and he met Flash Gordon and they had Patrick, what is his name? Warthorne? The guy with the voice. He voices Joe. And then Ryan Reynolds was there too. That was at the party. He's just shit on the floor.
God damn.
All right, we're going to break. Hell nah, bro.
Devin's a little swifty with this. Like shit on the floor. Shit on the floor. Shit on the floor. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, speaking about Adam Sandler though, I remember people were talking about like it's kind of funny how every time Adam Sandler's in a movie, he always like tries to cast Jennifer Aniston as his wife or like anyone other than his actual wife who's an actor.
Yeah, like his wife's always like super hot, but it's like not his actual wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
funny.
Like Selma Hayek.
Well,
I
it's-
love
'cause
Jennifer
It's always the play
Aniston.
on
Yeah,
like.
isn't Jennifer Aniston in like so many of his movies?
She's in the
as his wife?
majority of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's always the play on like.
He has a lot of the same people in
Well, I
a
know
lot
he has
of the
like
movies.
like Chris Rock and then
Yeah, he's Chris Rock, the,
Kevin.
It's basically the cast of Grownups.
I don't know. I don't know their
cast-
The
names.
cast of Grownups, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Yeah,
his,
I don't know
the
their
cast of
names,
Grownups,
but
that's
like
his
if I
group,
see
yeah.
them, I'm like, they
Kevin
have
James.
their
Kevin
universe.
James, yeah,
Yeah,
Paul
Kevin
the
Blart.
guy
James.
Paul Blart, yeah.
Yeah, and then he has the guy
white
that played
skinny
Joe
guy.
Dirt. I forget his name.
Lightning McQueen.
That
Owen
him?
Wilson?
Yeah,
He's not in there.
he's not in Grownups.
No, I know.
You're
I know.
thinking of
That's not Owen Wilson.
not James. Spader,
Christopher Walken.
Is that who that is? The
I
one-
don't know. I don't know who he's
James
talking
Spader?
about. That's
Okay,
like
that's-
Christopher Walken.
It's the guy that played Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt's a good movie too. You're talking about a comedy movie? That's a funny movie.
Bro, 50 First
uh,
Dates is a
Who the
banger.
fuck's Money
It's alright.
Outside?
What about what's the one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, but
Step Brothers. Because I remember I had an argument with someone because I hated Step Brothers. I thought Step Brothers was such a bad movie.
I thought it was good.
I thought- I love Step
alright.
Brothers.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's the one with Will Ferrell.
boats, that's the one with the
and,
boat song.
yeah, Boats and Hoes.
Boats and Hoes.
Boats and Hoes.
Boats and
It's kind of.
So there was
Step
so
Brothers
Grown
was
Ups
so
was it was
annoying.
Adam
Yeah, I
Sandler,
was
Rob
like,
Schneider,
yeah, that's the word. I didn't want to
Kevin
say it,
James,
but
and
it's
David
annoying.
Spade, and Chris Rock. That's right. Steve Buscemi wasn't.
Nah, I think love is this wrong way.
Steve
I don't
Buscemi,
love
yeah, I remember
Step
him.
Brothers, but
Bro, let's not forget Hotel Transylvania.
that's
I've
actually a
never
pretty good
seen
movie.
it.
It's a pretty good movie.
Banger.
Yeah.
All four of them.
Banger, all four.
I think like
All
the first
four.
three were good.
There's
Four
four of them.
Yeah,
four
it's
of
crazy.
I think the first three were like first one was really good.
Talk
The second
about
one was like
overstaying
all
your
right.
welcome.
Third one was a little better, and then fourth one was like
Yeah.
kind of mid.
But to go back to like the Adam Sandler thing, I think like the reason he always casts this like hot actress is because like he's like supposed to be like that ugly funny guy, and then like she's like
He was always good at basketball. He's always good at
I
basketball.
mean, he's
yeah.
He's goated. He's
Yeah,
goated
I
at
think it's funny. It's like every
He
movie
is good at
they make a
basketball.
point. It's like, yeah, he's good at basketball.
dude. Me and Jose
This
watched
is
the
real feature.
I know it's like it's this real trait.
me and Jose watched like because there's an animated Adam Sandler movie, and even that one he was like.
He's like,
It was actually a main pop plane. This nigga is good at basketball.
I just think it's funny. Like he's just always good at basketball.
Because
he loves the
is.
sport, and he actually is pretty good at it.
And he does write most of his scripts, I think, though.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
why he
direct-
can shoehorn in whatever he wants.
I think he directs most of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he directs. He's also. I think he definitely writes. He wrote Grownups for sure.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I don't even understand the hate behind Grownups. I loved
I
Grownups.
didn't know there
one
was
and
a
two.
hate.
Like, they
No,
were
there was
good.
so much.
I thought-
Like
I thought-
in high school, everyone because we had a poll for. I know we went to different high schools, but in our high school we had a poll for like what movies we wanted to watch every week during lunch because they would pull on Fridays. We would pull down the big like projector. We'd watch a movie during lunch.
No, that's cool.
And we voted for Grownups like twice in a row because it was Grownups and then Grownups 2. And the whole table, because I hang out with all the black people, they're like, Grownups is the worst movie ever. It's like ass. I'm like, dude, Grownups is
What do they want,
good.
like Friday or something? They're not gonna play Friday at school.
Actually,
you know? I want
they,
Friday. I take Friday over Grownups.
no, they
like,
did play Friday. Is what I'm
They
saying.
played Friday.
Yes.
It's high, but like they played Friday.
That's hilarious. That's actually funny.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Because you said that, you were like, they're not gonna play Friday. I was like, funny you say that. They did play Friday, but they cut it off because I think they didn't realize what Friday
They didn't realize
was.
what Friday was.
We got
yeah.
pretty far into the movie though before they cut it off.
And they didn't realize like the first scene where they're smoking weed or something. Like
No,
they just it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
we got quite far into Friday.
Did y'all put high school up there too?
Nah, I remember I
Imagine.
saw high school in Jose's
crib, yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause what, you were there, right?
Yeah, I was there. I didn't know if y'all
That was my
played it
first
though. 'Cause
time
I was like,
seeing
oh,
it.
it's a movie about high school. They're gonna put fucking Friday up there.
Nah, they usually played so many Marvel movies because that's just what won the poll every week. It was just Marvel because our high school was obsessed with it for some reason.
Maybe it's like skewed because they know that Marvel's safe to show. So they're like, yeah, we'll just show Marvel.
Maybe.
Like they're just like, we have 97% Friday. We'll go Marvel. And they want to watch Age of Ultron.
I remember as soon as the next Marvel movie came out on DVD, it was the one that won. I was like, that's really convenient. As soon as it became on DVD, it won
Yeah,
the poll.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just happen to have the DVD.
It's crazy, interesting, convenient. And then every Christmas, Elf. Elf is the
Of
shoe
course,
in.
yeah.
At this
I think
I used to
Elf-
like Elf, and at this point, it
overplayed.
is so
It's-
overwatched.
Yeah,
Dude,
it is overplayed.
thank you for saying that because I said it to so many people and they're like, you just hate Elf and you just have bad taste. I'm like, no, I used to love Elf when I was a kid. It's just overplayed. I see it like 9 times every Christmas
Yes.
growing up. Every class they played Elf.
Every
that was
class,
their shoehorn in.
That's the thing. That's one part that made me so mad in high school is because not only did we always watch movies during lunch, but during Christmas time they would be like, "Oh, no class, we're just gonna watch a movie," and it was always
Elf.
I'm like, I literally told my teacher this before. Me and my friend Nico, we're in econ. We're like, "Can we just not play Elf? This is 7th period. We've seen Elf 5 times today." He's like, "All right, what do y'all want to watch?"
And it's always the fucking like.
it's either Polar Express or Elf.
Because it's
At
like,
this
because it's
point.
like, the thing is with Elf, you know, the classes are only about 50 minutes. So you'd always see just the first 50 minutes,
Exactly.
and you just play over the first 50 minutes, and it's like, I don't care about this. I don't.
I mean, the thing is,
Oh,
like,
Elf is so good.
I always thought Elf was like okay movie. I didn't really love it like most people do. I don't know why people love it to begin with. I think it's an okay movie, but the fact that it's
is okay.
overplayed made me like, you know what? Fuck Elf.
Yeah,
Damn.
I used to be like perfectly like this is a good movie. I can watch
This
this
is a decent movie.
during Christmas and that's it. But no, not anymore.
I don't think I've ever seen Elf.
like, if
You
I don't
lucky
see Elf
bastard.
in the next 10 years, probably be too soon.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like,
Yeah, I'm so glad that since I've not been in high school anymore, I've not seen Elf in a long time. Since I've graduated, I've not seen Elf.
Yeah.
I see it every
I'm
once
happy.
in a while, and then my brother and I are just like, again, in like the living room, we walk in, like it's playing. My parents are watching it. My brother and I are like, no, let's watch something else, and then we'll try on something else.
I remember I did see an ad with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds because they were promoting their new Christmas movie, and it was like from the star of Elf. I'm like, don't say that name.
Don't say that. Put some respect on Will Ferrell's name. I guess because it's a Christmas movie, so they want to kind of like bring up
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, it's Elf. He was also another Christmas movie.
So you're a Ryan Reynolds fan. Did you hear that? Did you see that movie, Devin?
Wait, what movie?
It was Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds.
When did it come out? Like, did it,
I don't know. I'm assuming it's already out since Christmas is so soon.
What's the movie called?
Oh, it's called
No idea. I
fucking.
just remember seeing ads about it.
It's called like sisters or twins
To be honest,
or
I'm so like
steppers.
I don't see
Or
anything
twin
about
sisters.
I don't see anything about movies anymore unless it's like a
Sisters or
Marvel movie. I
twins
do
or
not hear about it.
sister.
It's called.
I think it's because you don't go to movie theaters that much, do you? Unless you see Marvel movies, right?
Yeah, I mean, I went recently. I went to saw Avatar, but
because
like
now
blockbuster stuff now.
Because nowadays movie theaters just play commercials now because they realize people aren't watching TV like cable anymore. So that's where I see a bunch of the ads for. I'm like, oh,
it's a musical. You love musicals.
I don't love musicals. Like Spirit trailer. Is it a
Spirited?
Musicals. Yeah, I'm definitely not watching.
You guys love musicals.
Oh, it's that one. Okay. Yeah,
I've seen no advertisement for
I
this
hate
movie.
musicals.
Your dad loves them.
Understandable.
I know, and I don't get it.
Musicals are awful.
Okay, thank you, Jose. Someone who agrees with me, dude. Eddie hates that I hate musicals.
Really?
Eddie hates everything, so it's hard to like.
Musicals are just hard to like, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the songs are bangers, bro.
Like the movie, the Adam Sandler movie, Eight Crazy Nights, the animated one we were talking about. It was a musical.
Yeah, but you like the movie.
Like I love the movie, and then I found out it was a musical, and it kind of like dropped down.
How did you watch the movie and not realize it was a musical?
Because I didn't
At that
know.
point, you don't hate musicals, then, Jose. You just hate the idea of like.
Yeah, you hate the idea of a musical.
I don't like
musical
musicals.
itself doesn't bother you.
You love the movie. We were watching it. You loved the entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was funny. It was like portrayed as like a kids movie, but then they talked about like a girl with like a third boob,
yeah.
and the old man got frozen and got shit on. It was crazy.
Yeah, I hated that.
But then there was a musical part, and I was like, this is awful.
I guess. But
Whack.
you were talking about Grownups. How do you feel about Grownups 2, Gabe?
I love Grownups.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
Especially,
I think they're both good.
especially with Shaquille O'Neal, the cop.
I think I actually almost prefer Grown Ups 2 more.
What?
Just thinking about it, because Grown Ups 1 is really good.
Grown Ups 1 that much. I remember Grown Ups 2 so much more.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's more memorable, and it's also nice because like the kids aren't like they're kids still, but they're more grown up. So there's also like you have like the grown ups being grown ups, and you have the kids trying to emulate the grown ups more. Yeah. And it was funny, like Cameron Boyce. I gotta play Luke from
he's dead
and
now.
yeah, he unfortunate.
You didn't have to say that.
He
I was just
like him with Kevin James's daughter, right? I don't know. It's just, they're trying to be adults, right? And it was just that was add another layer of funny to it.
I don't know. I think Grumps 1's like more grounded and like more like home feely. Grumps 2 balls off the wall.
Yeah, they went nuts. I loved it.
Nuts. And
that's why Grumps 2 is goated.
And I love how like Shaq's character is like Loki is a superhero. He like stops the tire with his like dick. He's like
what?
He like pelvis thrusts it, and then
you never seen Grown Ups, Jose?
Not 2.
You never seen Grown Ups 2?
No.
Right, after this episode, Jose, you got go in there, turn on stuff. Grown Ups 2.
Yeah, it's funny. I love the final fight in the end, and Shaq's just like throwing people.
Final fight.
It's so cool.
It's the final battle.
I want to go rewatch Grown Ups 2 now.
And then Shaq's his partner is like, I am the law. It's so funny.
I've always been such a proponent of I want Grown Ups 3. I've always wanted Grown Ups 3.
I want
make a trilogy.
Nice
even trilogy.
Exactly. But I think at this point it's too late because all the actors like who played the kids are older now, so they probably won't.
They could.
They could. They definitely could, but
because now that they're older now, it's like it's like a new era.
Even though like one of them's dead, but
that's what I just said.
Yeah, just say like he's in like Europe.
I guess they could. Yeah, they could do the Paul Walker. Write him out. He has a family. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
My dad thinks it's so stupid and funny how they wrote Paul Walker off because they're like he's just like they had the easy out of just killing him like what Black Panther.
They could just kill him, yeah.
But they decided no, we're gonna absolutely write him out, but he's still alive.
Well, they want to give him a happy.
It makes no sense.
Well, they want to give his character a happy ending.
That's
he has
stupid.
his wife. He has his
stupid.
child.
I get that idea, but then when you think about what they're doing with the newest Fast and Furious movies, it becomes really dumb.
Why wouldn't he be there to help?
Have you seen Fast 9?
Yeah, I think the story just doesn't want to endanger his family.
No, but listen, in Fast 9, they bring in John Cena, right? The brother of him and all that. And then the whole plot point is when they bring in Brian's wife, Mia.
Oh,
she's like, I came in because I needed the help. And then he was like, where's Brian? Brian's staying with the family. Brian would never send his wife on a dangerous mission instead of himself.
He would actually make his wife stay home and he would go do his own thing.
I forgot she was there.
Yeah, that's the issue, right? That was when my dad was like, that's where I draw the line. Ain't no way Brian's sending his wife.
Don't worry, I'll watch the kid.
Work.
You got it.
Yeah. I'll stay.
It's not like I was a former cop or anything. You know, I have actual experience.
Or an actual better racer than you are.
Yeah, like it's fine.
You got it.
You got it.
And they tried to write some like stupid story. It was like, what's because she had a connection with his brother. So it didn't matter that much.
He's actually with his wife too. He doesn't want to send his wife out there. Like, no, you stay home with the kids. I'll do it.
But yeah, I guess that is whack.
But I don't know. I feel like Grown Ups 3 could work if they devoted time to it.
3.
If they actually just fleshed it out, they could devote time to it and actually make things work. Which I think would be fun. Again, like you have a whole new era of grown-ups. Some of them could have kids even. So it's like, you know,
Has Adam
layer.
Sandler even done another like comedy movie since Grownups 2?
Oh, he's
He
done
did the murder
so
mystery
many.
one.
The murder
'Cause
mystery.
I thought he only did those like Hustle and
No, he made
Uncut Gems. He did the one on the cruise ship where it's the murder mystery.
Yeah, the murder mystery.
When did
With
that
Jennifer
happen?
Aniston. 20.
Yeah, Grown Ups 2 was 2013. He's done so many movies since
The
then.
Do-Over.
Yeah, I know he's done movies, like comedy movies.
Yeah,
though.
the Do-Over.
The Do-Over, Pixels.
Yeah, that's the one with Jennifer Aniston.
Pixels
right?
is not a comedy movie.
Nah,
Jose.
are you talking about? The Do-Over was funny.
The Do-Over was funny.
I showed
What is
one
The
scene to
Do-Over
Devin,
about?
and he was like,
Is that
I
the
mean,
one
I've
that's-
seen the movie.
Is that the
but-
one that's the murder
What's the
mystery?
Do-Over about?
No, the murder
the-
mystery is called
The
Murder
Do-Over
Mystery.
is
Those are
the
called
one
Murder Mystery.
where he takes his friend and
Yeah.
he fakes their deaths.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Mystery. Yeah, Murder Mystery is called Murder Mystery.
Okay, yeah, so the murder mystery.
There's,
Never seen it. Is it good?
It's alright.
I liked it.
That one's
It's Adam
okay.
Sandler, and I'm not always the biggest fan of most of his movies.
That one was an okay movie.
It was
I
okay.
only watched it because like I love Murder Mystery. Let me watch this.
Kind of mid.
It was crazy.
It was mid.
I was like, oh my god.
It was middle.
All right, you say what you want.
I mean, I think if you guys have a favorite Adam Sandler movie excluding Grownups, I think I liked 51st Days, but
Bedtime
there's
Stories
another
goes
one.
kinda crazy.
There's
Bedtime
another one with
Stories is
Jennifer
kinda
Aniston.
crazy.
Is it,
Bedtime Stories goes
Just
on
Go
me.
With It. Is that
Yeah.
what's the plot of Just Go With It,
Yeah.
Jose?
Just Go With It is where Adam Sandler is trying to...
Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. I just looked at the picture. It's that one. Just Go With It. I love that one.
Because he's like a dentist or some shit, and he's trying to like impress his ex or something. So he calls on Jennifer Aniston, who's like his assistant, and he's like, "You gotta help me, like, you know, pretend to be my wife or something like that."
Oh, I forgot about the cop.
Hubie Halloween is pretty funny too.
Hubie Halloween is awful, Tyler.
I thought it was funny.
That's
If Jose, the Adam Sandler fan, is telling it's horrible, it's gotta be bad.
The Ridiculous Six.
No, that's an awful movie as well.
The Ridiculous Six, dog.
That's
like
about that,
Tyler.
That's dog shit.
Tyler. Adam Sandler put out Hubie Halloween because he didn't get an Emmy for Uncut Gems.
Okay, and I thought it was kind of funny.
It was awful.
It was
like,
stupid. It was a parody to horror movies.
He was like, I'm gonna put out a god awful movie on purpose if I don't win an Emmy for Uncut Gems, and that was Hubie Halloween.
That's
Dude,
hilarious.
literally, that is like
That's actually hilarious.
That's hilarious.
No, I think it's funny.
He
I think it's
purposely tried to make the worst movie. Tyler loved it.
I thought it was hilarious because like it was literally a parody to scary movies. It was a parody to like slashers.
Isn't that what Scary Movie is?
Yes,
Yes,
that is
and
what
I think
movie
scary
is.
movies hilarious too. It's a parody of those kind of movies, and it's funny to me.
You know, maybe I just don't
the
like the voice he
juxtaposition of
does
it.
in the movie.
But I mean, like Ridiculous Six was also kind of funny.
No, it wasn't, Tyler.
I thought it was funny.
That was dog shit, bro. Have y'all seen Magnificent?
Funny.
Have y'all seen that shit?
Yes, it's
It's a
hilarious.
parody of Magnificent Seven, and it's dog shit. It's absolute dog stupid.
What even happens in the movie?
I haven't
It's
seen
about
that
Adam
movie.
Sandler, right? And like he has like these, I guess they're like
They're all like half brothers, yeah.
They're all half brothers, and they find each other.
They're trying to find their dad.
Is that the one where they're trying to find the person who killed their mom?
No, they're trying to find their dad, I think, because
Oh,
like they all share the same dad.
Yeah.
But they all have different moms.
And like there's
Uh,
this one caveman character, and it's so
Does
like
Adam
they-
Sandler play all 6 people?
No.
No.
That'd
So
be funny.
it's different people.
Dominated it
But
more.
like he goes like Jack and Jill's ass because like he
You
both.
think Jack and Jill is
Oh
ass?
my
Yes, I thought it was bad.
But you like Hubie Halloween?
I thought that was funny.
You're like ridiculous six, dude. I think the only thing I actually laughed at. 'cause
I think your Adam Sandler taste is broken.
I think the only part in Ridiculous Six I laughed at because he has like one who's black, the one black guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I was like, all right,
He's like, my mama.
my mama. Other than that, no.
I don't even really like Jack and Jill. Let me put that out there.
Oh,
I just don't
oh,
think it's.
oh.
I don't think it's that.
That's
bad.
My Boy is pretty good too.
I love
That
bedtime
was
stories.
Big Daddy's pretty good.
I like bedtime
love
stories,
Big
though.
Daddy.
Bedtime Stories is a classic. I remember watching that all the time when I was younger.
I thought you were a 51st Dates kind of guy, Jose.
Big Daddy's probably like top 3 for me.
Oh, you know what? I forgot he was in this movie. Number one of his whole cinematography, or whatever. Longest Yard. Longest Yard.
Pretty
I think
good.
that's his best.
That's
I think it's his best
okay.
movie. Honestly.
I kind of like it.
I think Longest Yard kind of was overrated for a while, but I think it's died out and people.
I
don't
think
overrate
it
as
was
much.
overrated because it was rehashed. They just remade the movie, the old Longest Yard.
But I
mean,
think
that one's
I just
really
think
good.
like over time though, it hasn't nearly become as overrated as
They
it
got
used to be.
Waterboy too. Happy Gilmore. Ooh, I forgot about Happy Gilmore.
Everyone
And
loves
Billy
Happy Gilmore.
Madison.
I've never seen it.
Happy
though.
It's
Gilmore's really
hilarious,
good.
especially with like his
I
golfing
like
coach
it.
and stuff.
Isn't it a golfing movie?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never seen
Have
that.
y'all seen The Cobbler?
I have seen
The
it.
Cobbler?
I like The Cobbler.
Yeah.
Oh, I have.
Dude,
he-
Jose, have you seen every single Adam Sandler movie?
I try.
He try. He goes out his way, but I like The Cobbler.
He's like this cobbler.
Yeah.
What is a cobbler, Jose?
He's a
It's
it's a
someone who
person
works
who
with
works on
So much
shoes.
shoes, yeah.
He specializes in replacing soles, I think. And he has this old machine that his grandpa gave him. And when he uses that machine to replace soles of shoes, when he puts on the shoes that he replaced the soles of, he becomes the person
He's like
that
switching out
owned
their- he's
the
like switching out their
shoes.
souls. It's like the play on switching out the souls, and like he's switching. Souls.
I get the wordplay there. Dude,
a-
what is Adam Sandler come with this idea? He's like at the cobbler and he's like, what if I became them? I'm going. He's like in the studio writing it up.
It's like the picture of like the guy with like the flame pin. He's like,
Yeah, just insert gif of Gunna writing.
So it's just sustainability, but yeah, it's a pretty cool movie.
I liked it.
Yeah, I think I might have to go Happy Gilmore. Just looking back on it.
It's like top 5 for me.
Don't you like aren't you a 50 First Dates guy, Jose?
I love 50 First Dates.
Is that your number one or no?
I don't know. Number 1's hard to pick. Cause I love Big Daddy. I love 50 First Dates. I love Click.
Click, yeah, Click is a class. I think Click and 50 First Dates are the two first movies I've seen from him.
What's the one where he's like he's like in a I remember the setting. He was like in a school.
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison. Is that the
This
one
one
with the
right here.
kid?
It's where he didn't pass kindergarten or something like that.
Yeah,
so
he's
he had to go back,
yeah.
and then he
Billy
like was
Madison's
playing
good, yeah.
He's like playing
I like
dodgeball. And he's like, "Y'all suck." He's like smashing.
Yeah, it's
I
funny
like that
'cause
one.
everyone says like he actually threw dodgeballs at the kids.
Yeah,
and they
'cause,
cried.
he got like the parent consent, so he was just like throwing just haymakers at these kids.
It's like- and they,
like,
and they,
I wish
slinging
I
some
could do that. You know how
He was
fun that would be?
slinging some heat. Dude, he was like, hey, some kid would throw the ball. He's like, you suck.
and the director's cut right before the kids started crying.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
true, or
Wedding
is that
Singer
just-
was- Wedding
is that
Singer was
just a
pretty good,
meme,
too.
Jose?
No, I think that's true. It sounds like something Adam Sandler would do.
You just lay out the kids and be like, yeah, content right there.
I did that. That'd be crazy.
Wedding Singer was good.
But,
Yeah, I mean, like, he has a bunch of good movies, but they started getting stale towards the end.
but like I said, like, they're so far in between though, Tyler.
I mean,
Like,
are they, though? I mean, look.
Not really.
2017, 2018, 2018, 2019,
Yeah, but did
2019,
you watch
2020,
that
2022,
recently,
2022.
though?
Did you watch those in succession? I didn't watch any of those just back to back.
I mean, I kind of watched them as they came out. They were on TV and stuff.
I don't know. I really like Adam Sandler movies. I don't get tired of them. Especially now recently. Now he's like actually like acting. He's actually a really good actor.
But he's always been
He's-
acting.
he's
no,
actually
but like
trying.
No, like what I mean, like he's not just playing himself. You know what I mean?
Look at 50 First Dates. He wasn't playing himself.
Yeah, you're right.
He's always been able to. He just hasn't wanted to.
Yeah, and I'm not
I think he just
complaining
has
about
fun.
it.
It's fun,
I think-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about it. Like now that he's like actually like stretching his wings out, and like, oh yeah, I could actually flex on you.
You talking about Hustle?
Yeah, and Hustle and Uncut Gems. I love it. I love.
You've seen
Hustle.
both of them, right, Jose?
Yeah.
I've seen both.
Which
of
one
them.
do you like of the two more?
Oh shit, that's hard.
I haven't seen either of them, actually.
I think I prefer
haven't either.
Hustle.
I love both of them.
I've just heard they're both really good, and I haven't seen either one.
They are both really good. Uncut.
My dad really wants me to watch Hustle.
I think I prefer the character.
Maybe
that-
because it's a basketball movie.
I think I prefer the character.
You
that
saying that's
Adam
why
Sandler
I want to
plays.
watch it, or what?
No, maybe that's why he wants you to watch it.
Oh,
Oh, maybe.
Hustle's a basketball movie where he's like a manager.
yeah. I think I prefer Adam Sandler's character in Uncut Gems, though.
Yeah, I think Uncut Gems. Honestly,
I
I'm have
think
to
I
go with
prefer
Uncut
him
Gems.
in that one. So
Just because of like the amount of tension that there was in there.
Mm.
I was like, oh my god, this man is crazy. He's crazy.
He's cracked.
And then the end, I was like, my god, he's crazy.
He's uncut.
He's an uncut gem. But now that are we done like sucking off Adam Sandler?
Yeah, we're good there.
I think another guy I actually wanted to shout out was Will Smith. I love Will Smith movies.
Really? Does he
Hot-
make
that's a
comedies, or you
hot
just talking in
take.
general, like an actor?
I just like Will Smith as an actor.
Okay, I thought he was only in comedy. I was like, I don't even know any Will Smith
No,
comedy
like,
movies.
no, like-
Hey, what has he been in recently?
I don't
I have
know.
no clue.
Because like the last
Have
thing I
you
think
seen,
about him is like I Am Legend.
No,
Bright? Dude, Bright was ass.
The
Oh,
latest,
I actually did like Bright.
the latest thing was
I did like because
Emancipation.
it was like the fantasy aspect of
Oh.
it. Because it was like putting a fantasy world into like the real world. I
You
thought
like that shit?
Yes, I liked that. That was good.
Tyler's movie taste is something, man.
I thought it was. I actually wanted a sequel. I was like, this is good. I think it's interesting.
Oh boy. Oh, bro.
But I mean, no. But it's already been
Tomorrow.
But it's already been established that I like
Jaden.
fantasy though. Like I love fantasy.
I like fantasy
movies.
too, Tyler.
I
But it's
too like
I
fantasy.
love fantasy movies, and I was like a
Why,
fantasy.
Tyler?
But that was a fantasy movie in real life. It was interesting. It's something that's never really been done before.
The recent thing I saw him in was he made a new movie that me and my dad watched. It's called The Emancipation. It's pretty good.
That was new. I thought that was like 2021 or
That's
something.
this year.
2022.
That was this year.
That was this
Yeah.
year, yeah.
Really? I
I'm
thought that
pretty
was
sure
last
that's like
year.
recent too.
You got classes like Bad Boy. They're all
Bad Boys are classics. Yeah.
Classics.
Have you ever seen was it Gemini? I believe.
Gemini
Gemini
Man.
Man?
Gemini
yeah,
Man?
Gemini Man.
Yeah,
I
that
thought-
was
Oh, is that the one where
I've
he's
seen
like
the-
hunting
I
himself?
see the memes about it.
It's
I've never
alright.
seen the movie.
I've
You've
seen the
never seen
movie.
Gemini
Is that
Man?
the one where is that the one where he hunted himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw the clip this morning where he's like this, and like he zoomed in, and it's like me trying to find
It's
a
like the
motherfucker
me-
that's
yeah.
looking up
Yeah,
the
me-
Ash R34.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
saw
like
that
Yeah, that was
I
a
saw
pretty
that.
good
I was
movie.
like, true.
Collateral Beauty. I love that movie.
The Concussion, or not the Concussion, just Concussion.
Oh, Concussion was really good. It
Will
was
Smith's
really
just a good actor. I like
He is
Will
a good
Smith.
actor. He's very
That's right. He was in
Weirdly
Suicide
enough, though,
Squad.
a movie that like I like Will Smith too, and I've never seen Pursuit of Happiness.
Really?
That's probably one of his. I do like that movie.
I don't think I've
Everyone
ever
says it's like
sat
his best, I've
down
never
and
seen
watched
it.
it all
You
the way
should-
through in
you
one
should
I had to
sitting.
watch it for class. I had to do like a movie report over it.
Dude, picking my favorite Will Smith movie because I'm thinking about Hancock and Men in Black. I love both
Hancock.
of those.
Oh my god,
Hancock.
Hancock would probably have to be my
I thought you were
favorite.
gonna
I'm a
say Shark
huge
Tale.
fan of Men in Black though. I
Men in Black
love
is a
it.
classic. It's a classic, but I mean, that Hancock dude, it just goes crazy because that kind of like was like the grainy superhero film, like the dark
Yeah.
side of like the being a hero and whatnot.
It was more like a realistic take on a.
That's what I'm
super-
saying.
yeah.
It's kind of like what the boys did, but like
Hancock.
his side.
Hancock
of it.
walked so the
he
boys
walked
could
so the
run.
boys could run.
Yeah.
It's actually more like Hancock
And
sprinted so the boys could fly.
And how could
So
you
it's
not-
like
And how could you not mention Shark Tale?
That's what Jose said.
That
That's what
is-
they said. I mean, I Am Legend's a
I
good
wasn't that
one
much of a fan of
too.
it. No, Loki. Maybe it's a hot take. Will Smith and Aladdin. He was alright. He was a good genie.
I enjoyed him. I
Robin
liked him.
Williams better. Like it's like when I think
Oh,
of
yeah,
Aladdin, like
duh.
obviously, but it's like he was a good genie, but I just really wish Robin Williams was here to like play this
to be
role.
the genie again.
Because like
I don't think he would have even
it was
been
just-
the genie.
I think
Yeah, I
he
don't think he
might
would.
Live
have.
action? I don't think he's so old. Wasn't he like 60?
I mean, yeah, but I'm sure he would still do it.
It's not about like would he do. I don't think they would ask him to do it because of his age.
They
I
probably
think it
want.
might.
They probably would have wanted a new take, like Will Smith, just the charismatic.
Because if you think about like,
iRobot.
there's always like even the guy who plays Darth Vader. He don't play. He don't. He's just a voice actor. He don't do
James Earl
Darth Vader
Jones?
anymore. Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
97.
I think he's retired though. That's the thing. It's like that's different.
Maybe recently, but he was in Lion King. So that was like 2 years ago.
Oh, iRobot.
Was it not? It was like 2019, 3 years ago maybe.
Oh, for the
Live action.
live
Yeah,
action.
he was still Mufasa for that one.
I don't know.
Mm.
So I mean, if he retired, that would mean he was like a year ago or 2 years ago at this point.
I forgot he was in Independence Day.
I forgot he was. You forgot he was in
Independence
Independence Day?
What?
You forgot he was in Independence Day?
It's just been so long since I've seen the movie. Like I just don't think about that movie
I was
regularly.
gonna say I forgot he was in Anchorman too.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna personally say Men in Black mainly because like I love Hancock, but there's four versions or three. Yeah, it's four. There's four different versions of Men in Black I got to enjoy because of Will
There's
Smith.
four?
He's not in the fourth one, but there's four.
Oh yeah.
The fourth
yeah,
one has
yeah.
like Chris Hemsworth and the other.
the girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually kind of enjoyed that movie.
That was alright.
It wasn't a bad movie.
It was some light.
Some light.
It was no. Which was
No
the
Men in
best-
Black.
I'm trying to think what the best Men in Black is. They all kind of blend in my head.
They do kind of blend
One.
together.
I think one or two. I think everyone agrees three is the weakest for the most
I like
part.
the-
Is this three the one
I-
who goes back in time?
Yeah.
I'd say that has my favorite scene though, of like him on the beach with his dad's there.
Yeah.
That's my favorite scene in the Men
Oh,
in
yeah,
Black.
yeah,
It's like
that's
the
good.
individual scene. But I think favorite, it'd probably just be one, just because of like
One
that's
or
like
two is good.
that's the
solid.
one that we had on DVD
Is
at
that
the
the one
house.
with, like, the
So I just
guy-
watch that one all the
Is
time.
that the guy who like body snatch? He's like the
Body
like
snatch?
he's like this bug guy. and
Yeah, it was the
Oh,
bug guy.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
that's
the
what
bug
you
guy.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
That the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, because remember we had that on DVD, so I would just watch it all the time because we just had it.
But yeah, I love Will Smith. He's such.
I mean, I Am Legend is good too.
That's all right.
I like the BTS stuff on that one.
Well, seeing the guy with the dog on his hand run around.
Well, like the mannequin moving and like the alt endings and stuff like that. It's just interesting.
I go.
Well, for I think we're pretty much done, right? Unless you were gonna say something else.
No, let's say. No,
Yeah, this is just kind of devolved into a talk about movies. We can end it there.
We
If we're just
can end
gonna-
it there, yeah.
If we're just gonna end up talking about movies, it's with the whole thing. We
Yeah.
can talk about it forever, but
Other than, do you have any actors you want to shout out?
Oh,
Let us
me?
know in the comments. What actors do you want to shout out?
Let me
yeah,
shout
which
out Adam
comedy movies did
Sandler
we
real
forget
quick.
to mention? Night at the Smithsonian or something? I don't know. Put your picks down.
Maybe Here Comes the Boom. That was a
Night at the
banger.
Museum.
classic.
That was alright.
Paul Blart
Paul
Mall
Blart, we mentioned it, but yeah,
Yeah.
United Museum's classic.
it is.
Love it.
And the
So let us
critically
know. Let
acclaimed.
us know your choices down below. If you enjoyed this Christmas special, cool. I'm
Cool.
glad you enjoyed it.
Some
Good.
light.
You better
some
like
light.
it.
Some light.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Deuces.